How can I animate?
Hello, everyone. Hello, hi, hello, hi. If it's not obvious, we're missing a particular individual.
Where's Brick?
I don't know where Brick is.
Brick is cooking, I think.
Oh.
Sorry, I was looking at something. Fun fact that we didn't know: daylight savings time is different in Europe than it is in America. It's 1 week off. So my best bet is that Jack right now is fucking asleep. Thank you to Cards, who is in chat right now, Tom, one of my other players, for making me aware of this very interesting fact. So fun fact, everyone, it is a different time right now it's a different time. It's a different time right now. So, yeah. Spells and cantrips. Hurrah! I'm here for it. Yes, you are here for it. Spells and cantrips, Harry. Got it. I'm here for it. Yes. We do have Dominic. We have everyone here.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. No, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm so desperate for somebody to stop me in the middle of the street and be like, "You're Alex Bomb." So like, anytime anyone else gets this, I get like really, really excited for them. But yeah, how is everyone doing? How is everyone's week? I was incredibly sick because there is a national shortage of a particular medication that I take. So I went through withdrawals.
That's awful, and I'm so
let
sorry.
me tell you, I have a newfound respect for every drug addict who's gotten clean, because it was intense and horrible. I was actually on the phone with Lion a lot of the time, so he can attest to how intense and nasty these fucking withdrawals were. So that's what I did this week, but I feel better now.
I'm glad you feel better.
Better is much better. Better is always better.
Better is better.
Better is better. Did anyone else do anything exciting? Just to let you guys know, let me find I have the link right here. Just to let you guys know, if you want to plug twice since you're at the very, very end, there is an amazing Kickstarter program going on right now, which I personally absolutely love, that Justin is doing. It's a bit at the last little bit, so I'm gonna let him plug it twice. Would you like to just give a little bit?
Me? Oh,
yeah.
Duh, of course you mean me. I'm an idiot. Yes, we are running our Extraordinary Expeditions Kickstarter. It's a collection of modular adventures designed on a flexible framework to easily be tossed into any fantasy D&D setting. Scour the desolate wastelands of the lost library of the Zenith Athenaeum, or save and escort and protect villagers and create a safe haven while monstrous titans do battle around you. We've got all kinds of fun adventures for this, and we are super excited. You can actually pick up one of those adventures right now called Far Touched, absolutely free, just for checking out using the link that is somewhere in the chat. So we end in just 6 days. We were over 83%, I think, funded so far. So we're really excited. This will be our second successful Kickstarter. So we're really excited, and I want to thank Alex for helping promote a small indie publisher like myself. It means a lot. So thank you. I'm excited.
Yeah, it was a daylight savings. He'll be here in a second.
I can imagine it being like, oh crap. Only, British.
He was sitting in his bed waiting for I, but apparently he didn't get any of Tom's calls. He didn't get any of Max's calls. He didn't get any of my DMs. So,
oh dear,
it's just really funny to me. But so we will have full
If
party.
he's used to putting his phone on Do Not Disturb,
He is.
like when he's sleeping, that would be why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that he slept, woke up, played I, and then went back to sleep because he doesn't have anything to do the next day. Did anyone else do anything exciting while we wait for Jack?
Trick or treat.
I got my COVID booster.
Nice.
Awesome.
Horrible.
Awesome.
I mean, it sucked, but like everyone should do it because
Yes.
it's
Well
like
done,
you know,
yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
weight off my shoulder.
You know what, though? The COVID booster is a really, really good excuse to get yourself ice cream. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's a really great reason to get yourself some ice cream, like your favorite ice cream.
I
Oh,
love ice cream.
while we are waiting for our final friend to join the mix, I would like to go ahead and announce the poll results. If you guys remember last week, I said that you were going to... I'm trying to change the format from now you can play with or against the party. Like, you can play for the party or against the party, right? And I think that that's a better format to do. So if you want to stay a cultist, you can stay a cultist. If you don't want to be a cultist, I want to be another warring faction that I just can't think of a name for the warring faction yet because we haven't really established ourselves. I actually know what it's going to be now that I just thought about this. Oh yeah, I literally totally forgot what y'all's... Okay, so like the way that my games kind of work is that they're very railroady. They're extremely railroady until you get to like a specific like, oh shit, like a moment. And then it becomes open world. And it becomes more like you could do this or you could do this or, you know, it's really like up to you. And I forgot what my oh shit was for you guys. And then this weekend, while I'm just literally in the throes of anxiety and pain, I just remember what the oh shit is. And I had completely forgotten. So now I'm really excited.
Oh, was that your tweet that I saw that was like
Yeah.
when you finally remember your own plot twist, like, oh damn.
Yeah, I totally forgot my own
boy.
plot twist, and then I remembered it, and then I got really, really excited because now I'm super excited.
See, I saw that tweet and I got really, really nervous. So that's the difference here.
So
I saw that
I
and
guess,
went,
Go ahead, Sphinx.
I guess the question now is: have we reached the plot twist?
You
or
have
no?
not. You have not
Okay.
reached the plot twist.
Then I am still nervous.
Believe me, it will be fucking obvious. It's always super obvious. Like the hello, Jack. Like
Well.
like in Jack's game.
everybody?
In Jack's game, the really obvious plot twist was like, oh shit, there's a Merilith. They're like level 5 or level 6 at this point. Merilith is like CR 12 or 13, and I'm like, there's a Merilith making an army, and then they're like, well, you killed the Viscount, so your job now is to go kill the Merilith to make up for killing the Viscount. And yep. So there's always like a really big plot twist that's like extremely obvious, and it will be extremely obvious. But I wanted to say I'm from the UK, got super lucky that one of my favorite TikTokers went live and said playing D&D and couldn't refuse the call. Yeah. Wait, was it Dominic or me? Now I want to know, it's me or Dominic. It's okay. No. I understand that Dominic has a much larger audience than I do, because like he literally does. So I will have you all know, I don't know if you looked at the polls. Did anyone look at the polls?
On
I will-
TikTok or
No, on
Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah.
I will have
Yeah,
you
I
know that you have more people in your favor than you thought. And
Nice.
whatever
Soup for these people.
whatever Brick decides to cook, the Nilbog will enjoy. So I wanted to tell you that previously, beforehand, so that you could have your little brain, little think thought.
I wanted to share something with you guys real quick. I just got to show you our Halloween. That's my daughter as the cutest little pterodactyl you ever
Oh,
Amazing.
she's so cute.
That's
Jeez.
adorable.
damn it!
That's so
seen. If
cute.
you didn't want kids before,
I still
this
don't
may
want kids
help.
now.
But I appreciate the effort.
I do.
And I can show you plenty of video of why not to have them.
So-
Your kid's adorable though. Seriously.
Yeah, no, she
I
really
can't
is
either.
cute.
I
So,
cannot even.
Jack, hi.
Huh? Why are you suddenly addressing me?
Oh God, you're really loud.
Sorry, I'll stay a little quieter for a moment.
No. Go ahead.
Hi, hello. How is everybody?
So, you want to explain to everyone how time zones work?
No.
That's fucked up.
Time zones.
Apparently, my devices, and I mean every single one of my devices, did not set their clocks forward with everyone else's, and so I've just been sat in my bed going like, man, still got like another hour to go until I.
Do you realize that Max called you, I called you, and Tom called you? Tom called your cell phone. Like Tom called you.
So
on the
yeah,
phone.
I don't have Discord on my phone at the moment, so none of the Discord messages or calls came through. And then I looked over and I'd seen that Tom had called me a bunch of times, and I was like, oh, fuck! I bet I know why that is.
Yeah. So did your shit not set forward, or is it
Yeah,
because
I
our
think
daylight savings times are like off?
Might be that actually. Maybe it's
Yeah,
that. Because for me right now it is like 5 to 12, which would be like I would now be joining the call to prep.
Yeah.
Also, sorry if my audio or anything is a bit whack this week, guys, because I am in the middle of moving. I'm in a new apartment that is like wholly unfurnished. That's my alarm going for I. Just so we're clear.
Amazing.
See, I'm ready to play, guys. I'm super excited.
My dad said in the chat, yes,
Uh-huh.
you do
Yes,
want
you do.
kids. Yes,
saw
I
that.
do want kids. No.
Oh no.
Aha!
I've been caught. I haven't I haven't told my dad yet that I don't want kids. He wants me to have kids.
Well, I guess you just
The-
did.
I guess I just did. That's
The
what you get.
The grand parental urge is strong.
I like
Kids
middle.
are a lot better when they're not yours, and you can give them back.
Yeah.
As a parent of one, I understand the grandparental urge as my parents keep trying to convince us to have another one. I'm like, no, that's not going to happen now. Like it's like we've already taken those steps to prevent that. It's all done.
Yes, I have a grandparent need.
Yeah, I figured.
Okay, I'm gonna step away from this conversation. I'm gonna step away.
Okay,
From...
I have something to distract.
Okay, what? Well, one
Someone
was gonna
is
get started.
vibing. Just wants the name. Chaotic Evil Ogre Mage Bottom.
Well,
That's the name right there.
Oh
I
yeah.
love that name.
and
That's a good
that
name.
is the name.
Chaotic Evil Ogre Mage Bottom. Love it. Yes, we will talk later, Dad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to find out this way. This is a terrible way to find out on my live stream. But you know what? It's good content, right?
There you go.
Anyways, so now that I'm thoroughly been embarrassed and now I'm fearful of my life, do you want to get started?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Now,
Yes, please.
does anyone particularly remember what happened last week? Or
have notes.
should I do like a recap? Yeah, you know what? Notes. Let's do notes.
I remember some fantastic music resonating from Badru's greatness.
Yes.
With a lot of help from Dak.
Yep.
Yes.
There was a great.
Yeah,
followed
back
up with
providing the horn section.
And the and some backing vocals also
Oh,
in
hell yeah.
Celestial.
Also in
and then
Celestial, which
followed
was
up
sick.
with the fantastic dwarven proverb. Always work together to build a better world. It was great.
Hell yeah.
So,
Work against this thing.
I believe last session, also you'll have to pardon the sun is setting and the sun is right there. Last time on the last session, you guys ventured forth into Kadidios' domain in which you were inundated with the fact that these crystals are crystals of pure, that the crystals above your head were crystals of pure evil, and they were created. Normally what happens is whenever a large amount of souls die all at once, a large amount of evil or good souls, to keep the balance still, they will create these crystals to sort of maintain the to and fro of the good and evil. And they can be used, and if you put a good crystal directly next to a bad crystal, they can sort of be used like a battery. And they vibrate with one another and then create energy throughout them because they are trying to resist being next to each other. Then you, sort of unsurprisingly, spoke to Kadaidios herself, in some ethereal form-esque of herself, which was quite beautiful, in which she wanted to trade the piece of Dortuous' soul, which how none of you have understood that you just gave a piece of Dortuous' soul to Kadaidios who's trying to get back together. I still don't know how
that's fine.
Didn't get through. Did no one know that? Or did you just
100%.
say it was fine?
Pick that up, but I don't think we had much of a choice at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know what to do about it, but
I know it's.
No, it's just I'm not sure, like in or out of game exactly what the ramifications of that action are. But I think we picked up on that.
That's on purpose.
Brick did not get this
I'm
thing.
just. Yeah.
Brick did not know anything. So, in exchange,
It was turtle. There's now no turtle.
She wanted to give you possibly a piece of information, and you wanted 2 items. You wanted a piece of information and a crystal. She said that she would only give you 1. Whenever she said, "What can you do for me?" or maybe you can go get these mind flares that are in this archive of ours. Badru said, "How about I play you a song?" and then crit on playing the performance. And then Doc came in with the background, which, by the way, you would not have gotten that 3rd piece of information if it wasn't for the fact that Doc came in the background and sang in Celestial with you. That would not have happened. So they gained 3 pieces of information. They gained the information that the eye would indeed defeat the Nilbog, would indeed do the Nilbog, correct? That was the first one?
Yes.
Yeah.
The second thing that you gained was a crystal of pure evil, which is he actually literally has one. Though the one that you're curing right now is probably the actual size of the crystal that you have.
Almost
nice.
ready. Just another day or 2.
Yeah. and then also for Badru, because Badru did such a beautiful performance, and literally made up a song about her right then and there. She decided to gift him with the knowledge and understanding that these were-tigers that he seeks, that have taken these children, are hiding out in the stronghold of the giants.
Yes.
With this,
There will be a reckoning.
with this,
Hell yeah.
you all gathered yourselves, exited the place, and surprisingly, for such an evil god, she was very pleasant. And your way back, whenever you cast the dome, what is it? Tiny hut?
Yes.
You see black flowers, you see black roses pop up around the corners, symbolizing that she is guarding you and watching over you. You make your way back into the town, and quickly you can see that just in a single day, the children are feeling much better. Everyone's reaction to the children was whatever reaction you wish to have. Some love them, some hate them, some ran away from them. And into the church you went to be able to cook the eyeball in whatever way you wish to be cooked. I believe that there was going to be a bat that was going to go survey the area that the not kobolds, the goblins were in, and there was something else that was happening.
Well, we were discussing the Invisibat plan.
Yeah, the Invisibat plan.
There's a bat.
It's amazing. Oh my god, I love it.
I can't. So we were talking about, like, there was a lot of discussion on the logistics and the best way to, because it was like an hour away, and I was going to make the bat invisible, but invisibility only lasts an hour, so we'd have to like ride partway there with Leopold and just do all this stuff. So like we hadn't really. It was starting to drag on, and it was getting late, so we decided we were gonna put a pin in it and come back.
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
That is also what I remember. So what would you like to do? Of course, Sathrin is at your disposal as well. I just want to say to you guys, Sathrin is always at your disposal. And if Sathrin doesn't, if I don't want you to know something, Sathrin just doesn't know it. I'm not going to but the way that Sathrin works is that she's not actually like sentient. She's just like a magic item sentient kind of a thing. And so like she doesn't particularly understand when to interject. And if she does interject information, it's probably incredibly important information. Yeah,
they're not always going to know the context and, oh, well, why didn't you tell me that? Well, you didn't ask. You know, like exactly. I imagine I know that's going to happen. That is going to happen eventually. Oh, why didn't you just do this? Why didn't you tell me to do that? You didn't ask.
You didn't
Damn
ask.
it, Sathrin.
Yeah. Fedora
I can feel that conversation in our future.
It's going to happen eventually. I'm waiting for it.
I'm not a diviner, but I feel that coming.
So, I believe the thing that was going on is, so the kobold camp is the goblin camp is, so...
Oh, it's 3 hours away, that's what it was.
Tanis's place is an hour out. The kobolds is 3 out, or the goblins is 3 hours out, where the Nilbog is 3 hours out. And so I believe what was happening was, like, you were going to... like ride horses to Tanis's and then walk and then invisibat them out there.
That was one of the options that we were discussing.
Yeah.
I believe that was the running idea.
But then it's like we're gonna split up because we need to because we don't know what to cook yet. So we're gonna basically burn a whole day on getting out there, spying, and getting back so that we can cook.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember we had split up at some point. Some people decided to stay behind and cook, and other people went to...
We went to talk to Tanis.
Okay, that's what it was.
And we had some... He was in jail for inciting a woman to cry so that he could gather her tears for spell components.
I forgot I made him do that. I forgot.
Oh, I wrote that down. So then we went back and started discussing Operation Invisibat. That's what I'm calling it now, by the way.
I like it.
Okay.
So do we think that is the best course of action? Do we all just mount up and go and do this? Do we split up? There isn't really. We don't know what to cook until we do the reconnaissance.
I am not a big fan of us splitting up. I don't think that would be a good idea right now. But that is just me.
Ow.
I am slightly paranoid in that way.
I can't imagine why.
The food's still getting cooked, right? So we've got like a little time to burn while Brick and somebody else that we're going to help him are cooking? Or
that's the thing. We don't know what to cook yet.
Oh, Brick has got this thing. He is... he's giving commands to Mordecai and his floating hand, and is trying to gather whatever resources are in the area, and ask Mordecai to grab the stuff that's out of his reach and all that stuff. So the question is I have a few ideas of what to make with this. It's with an eyeball, right? Is like the core
Yes.
thing, right?
Because the entire eyeball must be consumed.
Yes. But I don't know. I guess I'll have to roll or something to determine if all the ingredients are necessary. But I totally decided to go with Italiano type thing, where the eyeball is the centerpiece and it's surrounded by like cannolis and stuff, and nice drizzled sauce over it, and the eyeball is like in the center, and it's designed to be, you poke it, and then the juices flow out over top of all the little cannolis and stuff, and it's kind of what I'm going for. But I don't know. That's what Brick's thinking. As he's tossing his ideas.
So I love this. So like, I absolutely love this scene. So like, there's like several of you in like the dining hall area of the church to Bolther of the cathedral, and you're sitting there trying to have a conversation, and Mordecai and Brick are not there, and as you're having this conversation of trying to figure out what we should cook, how we should find out what we should cook. Uskar with his long beard and his wrinkles, now in some more, very barbarian clothes, like not a lot of armor, but just enough in the places that it really matters. And he has this greatsword on his back, and the greatsword is made out of a material that you've never seen before. It's like a green metal, and in the center of the hilt, there is a sapphire, a big-ass sapphire. He stands behind Brooke, and he says, "Whoa, your friends seem to really have an understanding of this, don't they? I'm not going to lie, if it wasn't for the fact that it was an eyeball, I might partake myself."
I would say that you were probably the first person I've heard describe us in such a way.
I had a band quite like you.
I said cannoli, I meant ravioli.
Oh my god.
That changes everything.
So you're going for the
That changes my
savory.
entire mental image.
So you're going for the
I just looked,
savory.
wait, that sounds wrong. Yeah. I was like, that sounds
Yes.
wrong, and I googled it. I was like, oh, ravioli. Cannoli's a dessert.
Cannoli
But if
is
you
a
put
dessert.
it in a cannoli,
Yes.
they would see it.
Those of us with vowels in our last names know that.
I don't know
In my
if
defense, I have ravioli pulled up. I don't know where I got
Nice.
cannoli from.
Nice.
I don't know if do you guys have like Scotch eggs stateside?
Yes.
Poached eggs?
Oh, that would be
Something?
perfect.
Right? Just like
A
a
Scotch
single
egg.
breaded bowl
So-
with the eye inside.
So a Scotch
Yeah.
egg, you hard boil an egg, then wrap it in sausage, then bread it, and then deep fry it.
Yeah.
And
We
it's
just do that with the
amazing.
eyeball.
I am looking at that, and I strongly disagree. That looks hideous, but it sounds interesting.
It's
That's
so
I'm
good.
down for that.
Sounds
and then
like-
It's
the
delicious.
yolky is the inside fluids of the eye. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I still
yeah.
want ravioli on the outside, though, to go with it.
That works. It's
So-
maybe the closest thing we have to a delicacy.
Three at the
wow.
Ren Fair 2 weeks ago. I ate 3 Scotch eggs. I don't know how I didn't have a heart attack and die.
Ren Fair
corn-
Scotch eggs are so good. Okay, so Bolther kind of says he seems to know what he's doing. He's already begun cooking, and you're all sitting there in a circle trying to plan out how to figure out what to cook.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say
All right then.
No, he's
Then maybe we
confident.
just jettison the entire boondoggle of reconnaissance.
I mean, it would help if we could actually convince the thing to eat it
Well,
of
yes.
its own accord.
It's just Uskar seems to think this plan will work. I trust him.
Well, if not, you can always cast command. I'm assuming one of you has something of that sort.
Oh yeah, I
That
do.
would totally work.
Oh.
Oh,
I have access to that spell. I also have access to hold person, just in case we need to hold the thing's mouth open, freeze it there, and then just pour it down its throat. I mean, that is also an option.
I mean, my
Can
plan
hear
was
this,
to
can he?
stun it and just...
Just like punch it in the stomach, and while it's screaming in pain and expelling air, hold person and chuck thing down its throat. I mean, it could be easy. It could also be very difficult. I don't know.
We have options now, so that's pretty good.
I do so like options.
So Brick can't hear this conversation, right? Is that clear?
No, Brick cannot.
Well, that's a shame because he has a few words for Badru.
And with that, Bolter says, I don't think it will be too long until everything's done. Everyone is lending a helping hand, as we all want these godforsaken goblins and hobgoblins and nilbogs and all off our backs. So...
Yes,
and he
indeed.
turns around and like pokes his head in the kitchen. Brick, how long do you think it will be?
Well, you have to understand, a preparation meal takes time and precision. You know, the air is very thick down here, so it may throw off my cooking, but I have to say,
Badru poked his head in. We're looking that you are giving too much descriptive text and not enough actual answer to the question, my
listen,
friend.
but you have to understand. He looks at Badru and just kind of gives him a kind of a raised eyebrow, and he says, "This, Badru, I don't come and harass you when you're playing music, okay? Don't."
You actually did that.
No. I'm trying to help. If you're going to come in and help, then that's fine. You can come help. I promise it's fine. I'll accept your help. But until
Rick,
then, you
1
don't...
hour, 2 hours, 6 hours. What are we looking at?
Time. We are trying to plan.
He pulls out his cookbook that's full of, like skins that it's carved, all the writing's carved on. He says, "Well, if my calculation is good, I would say, it'd take 2 hours. But with attitude like that, maybe 2.5.
All right.
Not an attitude. We're just trying to find out exactly how long this will take, my friend. No, we are not trying to judge or to complain about what you are doing. We just want a time frame so that we know how to plan properly.
Well, if you don't stop talking to distracting me, it will take even longer, I think.
Tell them.
You guys see the pregnant woman come out of the one of the back rooms, and she closes, and she's holding like 2 trays or she's holding like a big bag of flour, and she puts it on. She goes and she puts it on the thing, and she's like, "All right, everyone out, Uskar out." And he's like, "What?" And then
I will help kind of guide Uskar out. Come on, my friend. We are leaving.
Brick gives a nice, good, appreciative nod and starts giving commands to. Is Mordecai the only one in here helping me? Or
yeah,
was there
Mordecai's
somebody else?
helping you.
So he starts giving commands to Mordecai, and Mordecai, my friend, I've got this job for your hand. Are you up for this?
Yes, probably.
Okay.
Last time somebody
So
said
you-
something like that, it ended it really weird. So
Well, I promise it's going to be simple, but you're a smart guy. I think you get this. You're not like the rest of Airsick Lowlanders, okay? So here's what we're going to do. You will be in charge of making ravioli, okay? We add flour, and then he starts naming all the ingredients, starts tossing them into a big bowl. It says you use hand to hold and wrap cheeses and stuff inside. Do you understand this thing? You put in floating hand, add in cheeses and seasonings, and then fold. It's very, very simple. I think you can do this thing. Can you do this thing?
yeah, sure, easy peasy. And I'm gonna have the hand start.
Now,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have to remember, it takes very perfect amount of pressure. Too much, you squeeze out cheese. Okay? And seal good.
You might go through some trial and error, but yeah, we got this.
And then he'll gives the instructions and begins the complex preparing. But as he's cooking, he has this really complex ritual. He starts putting on this. He pulls out this fancy looking apron, that says, that says "Kiss my axe" on it.
Amazing, amazing.
And he kind of does kind of a prayer, and he does, you know, the salt and the pepper over the shoulders and stuff, and then starts it with "Let us get cooking."
As now the four of you have 2 hours to kill. Is there anything that you would like to do?
Oh, Uskar, can't help but notice your garb. Are you planning on coming with us?
Well, I must be honest, it's been quite a long time since I've put something such as this on and put Sapphire on my back, but my hope is that if you fail or if you succeed, they leave. But if they don't leave and instead they come and pester us, well, that's what I'm here for.
Gotcha.
Your confidence is very refreshing.
When you've killed what is it? Not a bear, a
Beholder?
When you've killed a pit fiend, nothing else scares you.
I was talking about your confidence in us.
Oh no!
If we fail,
To be quite honest, you remind me a lot of my good companion. I don't know if I would call him a friend. I think I would more call him a rival. Kyril. Kyril. Kyril was a elf of royal's blood who had a chip on his shoulder for the entire time that I knew him, and ended up, well, to be quite honest, he ended up becoming a worshipper and a dear ally of Boozy, the god of games and alcohol.
That seems different.
It is different, but I respected his life and I respected his ways, and he respected mine. And though Bother and Boozy do not have the best track record with one another, I'd like to think of Kyril as a dear friend.
A point here, and this may be something that only I have considered in my long time of learning about the gods and their names and what have you. Boozy is a bit on the nose, don't you think?
It's quite on the nose, but you know, to be honest, I've met the man and it fits him.
Ah, I see.
You know, that would be way more surprising if we literally hadn't met Cararios yesterday.
Yeah, the gods are not meant to meddle in mortal affairs, and yet they traipse around the land like there was not ever a gate to begin with.
Yes, I feel like they meddle quite often.
They do. But
yes, much traipsing.
the nice thing is, though, is that the only ones who traipse are the ones who are able to get some sort of following. If you're unable to get a following, you're unable to really join us on the material plane. They become weakened, their connection to the people.
Follow-up question. So that sword,
Yes,
called it Sapphire.
this is Sapphire.
I would like to know everything about Sapphire, please.
He gives you like a kind of like weird look.
Dak's eyes are literally stars.
And he's like, what do you wish to know?
Like, what does it do? What is it made out of? How did you get it?
The price tag.
The price tag.
I think they also may
roll-
want to know if he can have it. I don't know. I might be wrong.
Roll persuasion.
Okay. Dak will say, whoa. You do not ask for a sword like this. You have to do something to earn it.
Well, that is fair. And I'd actually like to help Dak, so I will also kind of talk him up. Well, it may not. Yes, earning it is a fine idea. So yes, how one can earn the blade.
He takes the blade off and sets it in front of you, and the large sapphire kind of like glints and like shines, even though there's no real light shining on the sapphire itself. This is Sapphire's left arm. Sapphire was the daughter of King Iolite of the Earth Genasi. He was the king of the Earth Genasi, and this was the sword that he made for his daughter to join in glorious battle against the Titans that were the major enemy of the Genasi. And then when the World War happened, she also used it to defend her homeland. Now I use it to defend her homeland, because this, and he kind of gestures around, this was her homeland.
Ah.
May I inquire as to how you came to be in possession of such a sword?
I found it.
Insight check.
Okay.
The level of
I found it on a body of someone that I just killed.
That is a dirty 20.
You can tell that, yeah, he found it, but he's not telling you everything.
I believe him.
I just give him a knowing look. Like, yes, okay.
No,
I won't push the issue, but like, I'll with my face let him know that I know that there's got to be more.
No, that's not what I want you to think. I didn't steal. No, I came across some ruins. Some ruins that had
glasses, but if he did.
that had not been discovered by man yet. And in these ruins was Sapphire's body and Sapphire's left arm. She was left-handed, so they called it her. She was a barbarian as well.
Not saying.
But that is why I have her with me.
That is fair.
And what does it do?
You could see that he doesn't necessarily want to tell you.
Let us not press the man too much. I am sure that finding these lost people and their remains was a harrowing enough experience as it was. Again, but though I do not wish to speak for you, so I will not press. You may press all you. I'm just going to go over
Be
here.
still. Be still, fellow of the god. It is fine. A piece of a sapphire lives within the sword. So when as our bond grew, so did her ability to assist me. For example, if somebody tries to compel me to do something, instead of me having to will it away, she wills it away. Such as the life of living in a sword.
Wait, are you telling me that her spirit is inhabiting the blade?
And you see, gleam across the sapphire.
Oh my!
I would not be
It is an honor.
too comfortable to mention to answer that. To be quite honest.
That is fair. That is fair.
Remarkable.
But fair.
Ma'am, you are beautiful.
You say that and like nothing happens.
Aw.
I am sure she is a force to be reckoned with.
Yes, she absolutely is. Now, I'm sure you have many things to attend to, or quite possibly you can peruse the library, but I have to go speak with the commander and make sure the teeth of the dragon, and make sure that the whatever patrol I leave off on is the one that is going the closest to the goblins' thoroughfares.
Excellent. The last time you went to the library, we didn't fare so well. I'm not certain. It just, we weren't able to find a whole lot of what we were looking for.
That is that, but we were also under quite a lot of stress at that point.
That is
Under a bit of a
true.
time
So this
constraint,
is-
I think.
So this is a very fun kind of thing. This is one of my favorite things to ask people whenever they're like developing their character and stuff. You kind of have downtime right now. So what does your character do in their downtime?
You know, I haven't done like any dance practice in like forever. I'm gonna go do that.
The immovable extendable rod, which by the way, do not give your players an immovable extendable rod unless they are specifically only going to use it for pole dancing. Only time you get that. Only time.
That was a very specific piece of advice.
Yes, it
Oh,
was.
yeah, it hasn't come up yet, and it literally will come up if you stay and watch. Dak pole dances in his free time.
Yep.
That is
Yep.
that is good to know. I do not have any gold that I wish to make rain. But if I did, let me tell you,
Make it hail.
Yeah.
it would make it hail.
Ow, stop pelting me.
Son of a
It's like arrows.
Ow, fuck.
No, just catch.
Well, I would assume that by now-ish, we're probably done rolling cannolis, or sorry, I'm getting cannolis now.
Sorry.
My
Not
little
tortellini. What are we making? Ravioli?
I just want to let you know, my little Italian heart. I'm half Italian, and I made ravioli. I've made raviolis my entire life, and my little heart is dying right now.
Oh,
Knowing that it's going to be
Hopefully
served with a hag's eye.
No, just the fact that you can't get raviolis and cannolis right. It's
It wasn't ravioli either. It was something else that I can't remember now.
No, it is ravioli.
Was
it is ravioli.
Oh,
It's
okay,
not
okay.
cannoli.
Because now I'm thinking tortellini. I don't know. So anyway, I'm assuming by now we're done.
Yeah,
Right,
Justin's
and,
not a real chef. Brick is.
And I
I
am
burnt mac and
gonna
cheese.
see if Brick needs anything else from me while he's finishing the cooking, and if not, I'm gonna go on the hunt for a place that would sell potentially magic items, and more specifically, spell scroll.
yeah. So you go on the hunt for magic items, and
I'll go with.
you find two potion shops, which is quite interesting.
Now that I'm
And-
not looking for potions.
Yeah, but that's what you find. There's no real magic shops in this town. They might just have cart caravans that come by, because that's very common in these parts. But there's two shops that are kind of side by side. They both have kind of the same structure, kind of the same stuff. But very notably, one of them is the House of Defense, and the other one is the House of Offense.
Huh.
And that's what you find in way of magic.
Evocation and abjuration, it would seem.
Which one should we go to first? Offense or defense?
What are you looking for?
Anything. I am just looking for something new to expand my repertoire. Let's hit defense first, because they say the good offense is the good defense, or something like that.
Yes, sure. Yes. Defense it is. Excellent. Let's not try to spend all of our money in one place.
Yeah.
Do we even have any money?
Not really. Not a ton.
So you enter into the potion shop. Which one did you do? Offense or defense? Sorry.
Defense.
First.
You walk into the potion shop of defense, and you see a young halfling woman, a young halfling girl, probably like human years would be like 25, 26. And she's sitting there, kind of poring over some notes. And she hears you. She hears you come in, and she says, "Hello. It's so nice to see you. Hello. Oh, you guys are new. Hi. Are you one of the...
Good afternoon.
Are you one of the adventuring parties that is, stopping through?"
More or less.
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Well,
We
what?
got
What can I do for you?
we got some friends handling some other business. I am in the on the lookout for specifically spell scrolls, but I also know that some of our companions are looking for healing potions and things of the like. So what do you got along those lines? And then whatever Chiron would be looking for as well.
Who all is in the shop, by the way?
I think just me and Chiron came.
I was gonna say, I think Brooke has also followed because he's like not been adventuring long enough to know what to do with his downtime. But I think has almost just followed without saying anything, so maybe you don't even realize he's there.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
We wouldn't have shooed him away, so we just,
Yeah.
God, Jesus.
as you kind of
Exactly.
as you kind
Maybe
of
we
scoot
should-
out, as you kind of scoot
Put a
out of the
bell on
way.
him.
You're a halfling, right?
yes, I am.
I have no idea I missed the joke. Sorry. But she sees you and she like smiles and she says to you in halfling, "Good tidings. I did not see you come in."
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing well.
I don't speak halfling. Whispers Mordecai too, or whispers to Mordecai.
I don't know what's happening.
Pray tell, do you come from above or below the river? So in
As they're
Nindola-
talking,
yeah,
I'm just gonna take a real quick while they're talking. I'm casting comprehend language
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that I can understand, just real subtly, just like, and just so I can understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
Not
So
gonna say
she's
anything. That's all. Just throwing it.
So she says, do you come from north or south of the river? Which there is like a huge river, like the largest river in the world that runs in the northern section of Nindola. And oftentimes people who come from north of the river tend to be a lot like shelled, walled off, in a shell, broody, like don't talk to me. I'm trying to think of who to like equivalent it to, but all what I can think is Germans.
Right.
Like, I'm just sorry, Germans. I'm sorry. But like that, but you know how
Sorry,
Germans are
Germany.
just like shut the fuck up and like, like Germans are like that. They'll just like say what they mean and then they're done. Like that's what north of the river is like, and then south of the river is actually like more Norse, and like they're actually Vikings, and they're more Norse and they're more family oriented and they're more like bloodline and stuff. So she's asking like, do you come from, and you can decide on your own, like.
I think that he's not very like hardy or like tight-lipped about anything, but I think Brooke sounds like he's maybe more of a northern
Yeah.
river folk, just because I think he was quite cloistered growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So from north of the river. I'm a little ways out of out of my usual territory.
And she laughs, and she says, "You couldn't catch a fish," and that's like a way that it's a saying that halflings use whenever someone is more meant to like be a shoemaker or an artisan, or like it's not an insult, but it's kind of an insult. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's pretty fair. I technically I'm at this point in time more of like a custodian. Moonlighting is a courier, I guess. I don't necessarily subscribe to the term adventurer these days.
She switches back to common at this point and says, "Well, I can help you with any potions that you need that have to deal with defensive or those kinds of things."
And
what were you looking for?
And scrolls per se? Anything we can know?
No, unfortunately, Ideal moved. Ideal was the person who originally was the wizard in town, but she has since actually moved to. I forgot what my own capital is. Thornfell. She's actually I forgot. She's actually moved to Thornfell, which is the capital of Corinne. Some people saw that she could do real good, and she was good at what she did. But we miss her here.
I know that somebody who I don't remember just recently said we should probably look out for healing potions. Do you have any of those? Even
I absolutely
That was Brick.
I absolutely do have healing potions. Though I do have to warn you right now. They're a little, and in halfling, she says, like, heavily priced. Due to the constraint on my supply chain because of the goblins.
Ask her how they taste, because Brick would know that's important.
We're about to be in a position to deal with the goblin problem.
Really? They've
Indeed.
been cutting off my supply chain. The flour that you use, and in these parts, the flour that you use to make a health potion is actually an aphrodisiac for them. Fun fact.
That's disturbing.
It is
However,
disturbing.
we're going to be we are about to embark upon a mission that has a very strong chance of ridding your lands of these pesky goblins once and for all.
Well, that sounds like a mighty fine. That sounds like a mighty fine thing, doesn't it?
Indeed. So, I think your supply line problem is about to be solved.
That would be nice. And she kind of like, my brother has been getting most of the customers lately, and it's been quite
Is he
annoying.
next door?
Yes, that is him. I opened up my shop, so he must open up his shop.
Ah, yes. That is how that goes sometimes. But if we're able to deal with this goblin problem, would knowing that your supply lines are about to open up do anything to perhaps adjust the moving average of your stock?
It would definitely help tip it a little bit in your scale. Especially if I knew that my potions were aiding in the
And especially if we were to let people know that your potions were a very potent aid in ridding the town of the scourge of these goblins that had been infesting your outskirts for so long.
Make a persuasion roll.
Yeah. This is what Chiron is here for.
I love the haggling promotions exchange for
the
potions.
free advertising.
I will also help with that, so you roll with advantage if that's cool.
You know, you said it before he said it before he knew what he rolled, so yeah, I let him have advantage.
Yeah, because...
He said it before
Jeez, I just saw what he rolled.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly. He didn't see what you rolled. He's not trying to save it. He was already going to do it, so.
Oh.
Because...
Yeah.
My goodness.
There we go.
That's-
That's
Hey!
more what you should be rolling here.
I won the first time.
She says, tell you what, I got a better offer for you.
Oh,
What
do
if-
tell.
What if I tell you Ideal currently has a spot on the Rose Plaza. The only way to get a spot on the Rose Plaza is to be in it with somebody or up it with somebody, or I don't know what she said. You have to know someone to know someone, you know?
Indeed.
If you ever find yourself in Corinne, and if you ever find yourself with one of the up-and-ups in Thornfell,
Yes.
mention me. And then say that you know this amazing person who she's stifled in Yao, and she wishes to branch out and explore more. And tell them that she's friends with Ideal, because I am, by the way, if you ever wish to go to Ideal, just tell her that you're friends with Canary.
Miss Canary, we would be absolutely honored to be able to talk you up to any and all who will listen in the great city of Thornfell. I have a feeling we'll end up there sooner rather than later. Call it a hunch.
Sounds good to me. All right. So, right now in the way of healing potions, I have a common healing potion. I have one common healing potion that's going to run you 120. And again, I'm sorry, the prices are just a little bit inflated because I have to.
Oof. Steep.
We have greater healing.
I think you lost us at 120.
Yeah. I don't think we need to hear the rest of the list.
yeah. If you're going up in price, I think we can stop at more than I have.
We've not been in town long, you see.
Well, how much do you have? And that's the moral dilemma.
Let's see, 1,
On me?
3.
I've
I
got.
was gonna say, I think Brick has like 10.
Counting. Well, I do remember what started, so I'm just gonna count out a couple in my pocket real quick and be like, well, I've got about 20 gold on me. That's all I got.
We have 45 gold between us.
There you go.
45. Oh, God.
You can't even afford a normal potion.
Wait, okay, really fast. Are you lying or are you telling the truth?
I'm lying.
Oh, I'm not.
Oh, yeah, then I need you to roll a deception. Go ahead and roll.
I wasn't good until you asked.
Yeah, that's fine. That's my
Luckily,
job.
I'm also very good at that, I hope.
Good.
Yeah. Well,
That's not bad. Oh,
Oh my
nice!
goodness.
Wow.
Was that a nat 20? That was a nat 20.
That was
She
a nat
like-
20.
She, looks at you
A
guys.
nat 20 from you and an 18 from me.
Wasted on lying about our pocket change.
She looks at you guys and she says, all right, I guess.
Oh.
I only have one common. I only have one healing potion. Everything else is greater, and I mean if it's gonna make the supply chain better, I will. And she,
Most likely.
I guarantee you it will, and we'll still tell everyone that you're the one who supplied us.
I appreciate
Yep.
it.
Dak would be so disappointed in you.
So
Audrey
she
would be
goes.
too a bit.
She goes into the back and like you hear like a couple of bottles clank, and she comes out and she puts a little potion of healing, just the common, on the thing.
And what's the name of your shop here? So we can tell people officially, like...
It's the House of Defense, yes?
The House of Defense.
The House of Defense, with the proprietor being Kenari.
Run by Kenari.
I think Brooke will kind of try and pull Chiron for an aside quickly.
Oh shit! He's
maybe while
put a
she's
bell
like,
on him.
I'm still here.
Maybe while she's like looking
yes.
through the potions.
Yes, Brooke.
I know that we don't have like a ton of money, but like, I used to run a store, and it just doesn't feel right getting her to give us this thing so cheap.
We're haggling. We're going to follow through on everything that we said.
I guess.
We're going to give her advertising, and when we get to, I really do have a feeling we're going to end up in Thornfell, and when we do, we'll mention that we know this wonderfully enterprising halfling potion maker and shopkeep from Yao.
It's a lot of money.
Who's a friend of Ideal.
It's a lot of money off, though, isn't it?
She already said that it was a bit inflated due to the supply chain problem, which we're about to fix for her.
Oh, I'm not there.
This isn't robbery. This is haggling.
Quid pro quo.
Okay, sure. And then Brooke reaches into his purse and forks over all of his money, which is 10 gold.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We've got this.
Slapping his head.
Okay.
No. If you're already feeling morally ambiguous about this, there's no need for you to spend. We'll take care of it.
Okay.
She comes back out with the potion. She kind of looks at you all, and she kind of looks at Brooke's face. And Brooke, I'm gonna need.
Oh, damn it, Brooke!
I'm gonna
You and your fucking conscience.
You are out of the tea party.
I don't know if Brooke was ever in the tea
Oh,
party.
that's a fair point. No, you were.
Quid pro, bro.
Oh no.
Quid pro, bro. Also, I meant to note, Brooke actually has no money. It is when you guys were lying about how much money you had, he was just like, yeah, that sounds about right. Brooke is also convinced you're telling the truth.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Never mind. You don't. So you don't know that.
You thought Brooke was lying? No. Brooke is also convinced they're telling the truth. He just thinks that it's kind of rude to try and undercut so much.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be fair, it's not like we're going to go outside and resell this.
No, that's true.
Yep.
And Mordecai's like, wait a minute, I didn't think of that.
So she gives you.
Down a little bit.
She hands you the healing potion. She says, "All right, 45."
20.
I was able to find a little extra. Here's 50.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. She
We understand that we're putting you out a bit, but this really will help us to help you.
Well, you may be putting me out of it, but you're also putting me back in business, so...
Exactly. I'm glad we could come to an understanding, Kenari. This is excellent.
I think so, too. Now, I'm sure you have some intense things to be getting to if you're about to,
yes.
Kill hundreds of goblins.
We're going to deal with the problem. Hopefully we won't have to kill hundreds, but they will be gone nonetheless.
Well, if you don't have to kill hundreds, Uskar, he'll take care of it. He'll take care of whatever comes our way.
Yes. I'm not sure if Uthskar is hoping we succeed or hoping we fail. To be perfectly honest, he looks like he wants to get into it a bit, if I do say so myself.
Make no mistake, Uskar does love the fight, and he does enjoy the rage and the time that he gets. But in his old age, he's grown more talkative. And I think that's... I don't know if what you're feeling is excitement or nerves. He's had so many people in his life die.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So, I think that's more what you're feeling. I think he just doesn't want people to die.
Well, I certainly don't like it when people have to die either.
Let's lower the mood a little.
Well,
we're going to be on our way, and because again, this is absolutely going to help us, and we thank you very much.
Well, I thank you for helping Yao.
We're
happy
honored.
to. As we're on the way out, is there I'm for later, is there a good leather worker in town? Like a really good... I got something to deal with later.
Yes, there is.
Cool. Alright, well, thank you for the potion. You guys want to get out of here?
Yes, well, I mean, we're certainly out of money, so we may as well.
Absolutely. Thank you again.
As you make your...
The look on Britt's face! He's just like...
Why'd you say it like that?
No, it's just there's no reason to stay in the shop if we have nothing left to buy.
Yeah, right.
As you make your way out and down the corridor, around the grand statue fountain of the dragon, and back to the church. Brick, what have you actually... The first thing you'd probably see is Dak dancing. Dancing. Just dancing.
Yeah.
Well, that's a thing I didn't expect to see.
Mm-hmm. Like, Dak is, like, completely clothed.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
I'm not saying that wasn't a look of like, oh, this is scandalous. Just like, still didn't expect that.
Dak will turn to you guys upside down. Hey guys, what's up?
You apparently.
I feel like I should give you a goal. If I did, my friends here would try to give you more.
Your joke got cut off. Your joke got noise gated.
I said I was gonna give him a gold, but if I did, I'm sure
it got noise gated again. It got noise gated again.
Exactly the same spot.
Yeah, I'm really excited for you.
Censoring it.
I'm really excited for you to have this new computer because you're gonna get a mic. You're gonna get a new mic.
It just doesn't like me.
You're not using
you offering me gold.
No, you're not using that.
Yeah,
mic.
whatever. I was gonna give you gold, but my friends were.
Same spot.
It is cutting you off.
It
at the
just
exact
keeps
same
cutting
spot
you off.
every time.
I quit. It's fine.
By the way, go into your Discord settings because I don't think it's using your new mic. I don't think so because you brought the mic closer to your face and you didn't get louder.
The joke is
How is that?
That one's there we go.
too hot for Twitch.
Yeah.
Too hot for Twitch.
Oh, sorry, I had something in my throat. What I was gonna say was I would offer you money, but I think try to get more than they actually needed to. Don't tell me.
It did.
All right, moving on.
It's not that funny anyway.
You could actually say.
It's pretty funny, actually.
The genius is never to be heard.
No.
All right.
So as you enter into the church, Brick, what does it smell like?
Oh, it smells heavy of tomato, basil, a little bit of Parmesan. It is a very unique smell on top of what you expect with pasta. As he's standing there, he's cutting a nice slit into the top of the iris of this big eyeball, and he's squeezing it like a pimple to get the juices to flow out over it and into the ravioli and tomato sauce to make it a little runnier. But
I was hungry.
Elegant. It smells good. Smells delicious.
Very glad that
and you-
Andrew was not here to see this.
You see him. He holds out his arm like this, and he's dropping the seasonings down his big green arm, and he goes, "Like scaling mountains at home."
Goodness gracious.
He does the Salt Bay thing.
Salt Bay.
Salt Bay.
And he looks up and he says, "My friends, I have made masterpiece today. I want Mordecai to know I could not have done this without your hands."
All three.
Happy to help.
So at this point in time in the day, you probably still have enough time to make the journey to the Nilbog with the eyeball. If you so desire to do that today.
I mean, I wouldn't want the food to spoil.
Oh yes, it must be eaten immediately. Don't forget that he's got a little bit of garnish. So there's some green garnish, and then like a slice of orange all upon there. And then he turns around and he's pulling out a big thing of bread to go with it. That's coated in butter and sprinkled with parm and garlic, and it just is. I want
Justin,
is,
you are killing me right now.
Garden right now.
You are killing me right now. I'm made mostly of gluten. You are killing me.
Sorry.
When we say that we want to make the journey today, I think Brooke is going to reach into his backpack and pull out the box that soup used to be in and kind of hold it out and open it. So you can keep it in here.
Yeah, I was about to ask how we're going to transport your food.
Well, I don't have to carry soup anymore, so...
Do we have some kind of Tupperware? Something?
Yeah.
Is Tupperware a thing here?
We have glass.
Glass
with a
could be
wood
used.
lid.
We just need something to hold the wood lid upon the glass to keep
Rope?
it from...
Yeah,
Rope would be good, yes.
She like
I
looks
think I
at
have
you
some
all.
ribbons.
She begins to
Oh, we had a
put the
bag of
plate
holding.
in, and don't you have a bag of holding? Is that something that you got from?
No, you ask us every session.
I
No
think
one
it's
has a bag of
fine.
Everybody
Like-
Give us a bag of holding.
Like once a session, you're like, "Don't you guys have a bag of holding?" Everyone's like, "No, we don't have one."
Wait,
Not yet.
wait!
A
Oh my
Wednesday
god, this
game,
is the
Alex.
problem of running 3 games. I don't know who just got a bag of holding. I think the people in Seattle just got a bag of holding.
It certainly wasn't us. I'd remember.
Yeah, I thought
That
you
would
got
be
one.
very useful.
Oops. Okay, so it's the little things that you can't keep track of.
That's fine.
So as you prepare the food and prepare, what is everyone thinking, doing, saying? Are you just going to head off? Are you going to bring horses?
Well, Brick has a particular spring in his step because not only is the food delicious, it is intoxicating so, and he is about to rock this Nilbog's
Oh yeah.
taste buds.
Just do me a favor. Roll a. I guess that would be. Or can you roll with cooking tools to add your proficiency? Click on your
it would
cooking
just-
tools.
I got my. Where's that at?
It's on the
Apparently,
left.
I have brewer's tools instead of cooking tools. That's weird.
Okay, one
Hang
sec.
on. I don't know how I did that. That's fine. I'll roll that. It's not even filled out. But basically, it should just be my proficiency modifier onto my check. Because that's all the tools are, is your D20 plus your proficiency.
Okay, you should have them now.
No.
Hang on, because
Yeah, I don't. Let's hit plus. Cooking
It's
tools?
an item. It's not a. That's weird. They put it as an item, not a. But you have proficiency in.
yeah, it's the tool is cook's utensils. Is the tool proficiency?
So I gave him the tool proficiency.
And so, let's see, as part of a short rest, you can prepare blah, 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 provided you have access to your cook's utensils and sufficient food. So it says cook's utensils, using them to create a gourmet meal is like a DC 15. Ish.
So it would be
like,
just...
This is in Xanathars.
Yeah, it would just be my D20 plus the proficiency bonus then.
Yeah, then go ahead and do that.
But it, like, clicking on it doesn't do shit.
Yeah, just roll slash R D20, and then we'll add your proficiency.
I'm rolling. What the hell is that shit? I'm using my inspiration.
Okay.
I was gonna... Yeah, well, too late now. I was gonna say I'll help you out,
to be honest, I should have given you advantage because Mordecai helped you. So, yeah, don't use your inspiration. I should have given you advantage.
I'm using my inspiration then, because I just rolled again.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Okay.
Maybe only Brick thinks it's delicious.
I will keep that in mind. So as you pack it up, it's probably maybe like 2 in the afternoon, somewhere around there. You could probably get there at like 5 if you hoof it.
Right around supper time.
Yes. So what would you like to do?
I say we go for it.
Yeah, it was 3 hours away, right? We can hoof it.
Thereabouts.
Yeah.
Is that on foot or?
3 hours walking.
Yeah, that's on foot. I'd be
is the worst.
I'd be concerned about bringing a glass dish with a wooden lid on a horse.
That is fair.
It is fair.
How? It doesn't matter. Cool. Yeah, let's hoof it or foot it. Let's walk it. Let's do it.
So as you creep your way up the side of the mountain, it's very clear that the air is different. You can see that there are actually like parts of the army. You hadn't seen this previously, but parts of the army have gone out into the rural areas and are knocking on people's doors. And you can see the people that they've passed where they're knocking on the doors, they are now boarding up their windows. They are now reinforcing their doors and their doorways. So
that's not suspicious at all.
It seems that, at least to you guys, it seems that Yao doesn't trust you.
To accomplish our mission?
Yeah.
Great.
And that if you do accomplish your mission, what's going to happen to the ones under the Nilbog's control? You know, are they going to just leave? Are they just going to, or are they going to riot? Are they going to try to storm? Are they going to take this as their chance to uprise?
Fair.
No one really knows.
Did we free Tanis, or is he still rotting in a cell?
No, we need to bring him with us, I believe.
Need to, but
okay.
Well, that was part of the that was part of the deal, is that he would take control of the goblin horde and leave.
Oh, well, part of the deal wasn't him getting arrested for trying to steal a woman's tears. But if we need to free him, we should probably do that first. If we got to take him with it, I mean,
I'm glad you mentioned because I kind of forgot.
He didn't say he had to be there for it, right? We just got to do it. He can get out later.
Well, yeah,
we can be like, yeah,
but
it's done. Go do whatever. We don't care.
Nature abhors a power vacuum.
That seems like a him problem. But if you guys really want to free him,
we can. It could be a Yao problem.
It very well could be
which, to be fair, is still not our problem.
It is our problem because we took this problem on, I believe.
Why do we keep bringing all these people? All right, fine. We can.
I appreciate your outlook. I truly do. You know that I do.
Fair. Well, let's go get him.
Fuck him.
We just gotta see if we can get Tanis out.
Oh, shouldn't have said anything. It's my fault.
Yeah, you can get Tanis released, no problem.
Especially because he's going to leave.
Yeah, but all his magic items are currently unguarded. All right, fine. Let's get him out. It's fine.
You get Tanis out, and he puts back on his clothes and his magic items. He says, "Thank you. It was disgusting in there.
You're welcome.
Just to remind everyone, Tanis is a goblin with reddish, grayish hair, and he has a hoard of magic items that he has here as his treasure, and he really doesn't care about anything but those magic items and getting more magic items. And he was made by Justin. Says,
How many hit points does Okay, so we're gonna make our way. We're
Just
gonna
ask me how many hit points he has.
What? No, I was just.
So, Master Kiro, we expect you to hold up your end and take control of this horde and get them out of here.
yes, that is precisely what I will do.
That is why we were able to secure your release.
Indeed.
Are you fighting with us, or are you gonna hang back?
I am going to retire to my abode, to my home.
Okay.
And when the time is right, you will come and fetch me. Or, to be quite honest, I probably live close enough to where I will actually know. And when the time is right, I will venture my way back up the mountain and say, "Oh, goody, look at all you stupid rambling buffoons. Let us go."
I assume
That's
you
what
mean
you will
the
actually
goblins.
say.
Yes, the goblins. You are not rambling buffoons. You have proven yourself to not be. Well, most of you.
Excellent.
Despite
So
what you
there's
guys say,
no
I'm not the
difference.
rambling buffoon.
So there's no difference in our task whether or not you languished in jail or we let you out.
No, if he was languishing in jail, he would not be able to take
He
control
can't
of the
take
goblin
over.
horde and
I
leave
mean-
with them.
So, either, if I'm understanding what he just said, is we're going to do the hard part, and then he's going to come in and reap the reward, or we did the hard part, and we just get him out of jail, and he does the same thing.
So,
You say this thing, but we could not be this far without Master Tanis, I think.
That is true.
There is
so
that.
you must understand that once the Nilbog is dead, goblins, whenever a goblin becomes the pact leader, the leader of everything, they sign away their soul and allow it to exist within a bell. And when they die, the bell rings. So no matter where the goblin is, no matter where the leader is, no matter what happens, when the bell tolls, it tolls for thee. And it tolls for thee to pick up arms and fight to the death, to decide, or gain an army and gain the men's trust, in order to be the most powerful in the pact. And thus you become the new leader.
I love
need
the
to-
idea that he's
I've
just
read that
making all this shit up, and we're just like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
I
Yeah.
feel like I've read that somewhere. The whole "for whom the bell tolls" bit.
Can I make an inside check?
Time marches on, yes.
Brick turns to Tanis and he goes, "This is a strange thing." He reaches into his pack and pulls out one of those hobgoblin fingers, and he takes it. He says, "You mentioned goblin have soul. I have had soul food. This is not it."
Oh, god damn it.
No, that's not. You didn't use the right
On-
spices to make it soul food.
On this, my dear friend Brick, we most definitely agree that is the farthest thing from soul food I think you can get.
By the way, you don't know. You're not sure.
Okay.
Cool.
So
All
Well,
right,
let us away then. The food is cooling.
Indeed.
Oh, by the way,
he went.
I was looking at your carrying case, and might I make a suggestion? I have some cloth in it and ribbons. You could wrap it up to make it safer to carry and more presentable.
That's a good idea.
That is very nice.
this is for the food.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who has the food.
Brick. Come on now. Brick's got this. He turns
You're not going to let anybody else carry it.
Brick's fine style.
He doesn't trust anybody.
Yeah.
He wants to pretty it up for you, presentation.
Yeah.
He says, I'll be honest, I understand how important presentation is, and I'm willing to agree to this. But first, he turns over to Mordecai, and he says, Mordecai, Magic Man, you and Chiron both. Either of you have flame.
To what extent? Yeah, but sure.
To reheat this when we arrive?
Yes, that is my plan, because I don't think it's going to keep fully warm. And I think if we are going to warm it, we should do so and then package it, I think.
So we're going to reheat it when we get there and then let
and then wrap
Dak...
And then Dak and wrap it, yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
It's like,
I think we can make this happen.
As much as I like a lot of food, I don't like it when it's all a little chilly.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Let's go then.
All right. Excellent.
So you make your way up the mountain. You see that these people are boarding up their doors, and we'll just assume that Tanis was the one that told you that they don't trust you, or they don't trust the goblins, and that they don't know what's going to happen. And as you you get to Tanis's place, and it's pretty quiet and calm, and Tanis simply looks at you and says, I will be there shortly, I'm sure. And,
of course, you are a goblin, you are short.
Exits.
I expect nothing less.
He just ignores it, he just fucking ignores it and exits. And as you ascend the mountain, you hear something quite terrifying. You hear drums.
The music changed.
You hear
Oh, boy.
you hear just very. The music's too low for stream. You hear very intense drums, and you also hear a lot of shouting and hooting and hollering, along with every once in a while what sounds like deep trumpets playing.
Nice.
And as you approach the sound, because you're assuming that's the way that you should go, you start to notice fires and sleeping bags and even a couple of tents, but they all are seemingly empty. They're all seemingly empty, and the stuff is coming from further into the camp, further up the hill.
I'm gonna fastball special Leopold up ahead and have him kind of do a little recon lap real quick.
That's awesome.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a stealth check for Leopold.
Oh,
Beautiful
geez,
use
hold
of
on.
fastball special.
I don't know how to do that.
I'm sure it's going to be fine.
Oh, I don't know what my computer's doing.
By the way,
It's
chat,
reloading Roll20 for no reason.
Chat, is the music okay? Can you hear the music? Because music's important. By the way, all this music that you're about to hear. I don't know what the command is, but it's all done by bardly.io. And oh look, there it is. It's all done by bardly.io. I have a code with them, AELX50. But all this music that you've heard is done by them, and you're about to hear some of the sickest music. This is one of them, but the other one's also sick. It's the
Can
sickest.
confirm, Bardley is awesome.
Yeah.
Would
I
a
believe you
stealth
would
check
just roll
be
D20
Dex?
plus Dex, yeah. Because bats don't have
Did they-
stealth specifically.
Yeah. So 6.
Yeah. You
He's
kind of
allowed
crest.
that.
You kind of crest over and like around a section, and whenever you get around the section, you see kind of a divot that almost looks like it's been dug out. Like there's a place that looks like it's been like dug out and excavated downwards. And there are wargs, hobgoblins, goblins. You can see the ettins, and before you get a real good count of like how many there is, gone.
No, son of a bitch.
Oh, not Leopold!
Well,
not again!
Not again.
I'll inform them of what's going on, and then I just like the last thing I look through his eyes and I just see a rock like.
All Brick hears is, ooh, food.
Ooh, food.
He disappears. He doesn't turn into a corpse. Fuck.
Poor Leopold.
How is
hey,
how
Leopold's
are all of
gonna
our
stay gone for a while. We're good.
How are all of our characters feeling?
Well,
Great.
Invincible. We're gonna live forever.
We're gods.
Slightly
We're
nervous.
golden gods.
Only slightly. Only slightly.
So, are we going to try to just kick in the door and say, "Hello, Mr. Nilbog, we have some food we'd like you to try"? Or do you think we're going to have to fight our way in?
Sounds like a party.
Maybe a fight or a party or something.
I got the. Listen, my friends. I think I've got good plan. All right, are you
No.
willing to? It's it's.
I
fine.
wanna hear it.
promise It's good plan. So
All right.
I take food to her, or it. And then if I don't come,
Wait, is that the
don't
plan?
come back,
That's
then you attack.
That's, well, it's 11% of a plan.
Gee, if only we had a goblin that could take us right into camp, that would have been super helpful.
Oh, I've got better plan. Plan C.
Oh no.
Okay. We've got master magic users, I think, right? Chiron, Mordecai, you use magic. And
I can disguise
Look.
myself.
is the same size of Goblin. Make him look like Goblin.
Excuse me.
Yes, you be Goblin.
Generally speaking, you are the same size. I mean, give or take.
So you.
Or
I've got
Mordecai and
tentacles.
myself could disguise ourselves to look like hobgoblins.
Yes, this plan is good, I think. Well done, Chiron.
I'm not volunteering you, I'm
No,
just saying
hold
it's
on.
possible.
I can do this thing. I be prisoner with prize. You pretend to be bad guys. We walk in. It's a good plan, I think.
Again, I don't remember if we've established this. Like, if we send somebody in, will they be able to converse with the Nilbog? That we're assuming that much, yes?
Oh, I don't speak goblin.
I do. Not that that's the point, but
You speak goblin?
it is one of the languages I took.
There's a
Riddle
reason
this
I
language.
know a little bit ago.
It's
There-
easier
No,
to
it's
hunt
fine.
goblin when you speak language.
There's a reason why I picked goblins.
No, it's fine, it's fine. Like I said, I'm not volunteering anyone, I'm just saying it's possible.
I think is good plan. Let us do this thing. What's worst that can happen? We all die horrible deaths.
The weakness I see in your plan is disguising. Well, I mean, wait. Why do we need a goblin if we can look like hobgoblins? This misview.
We don't
We
need
have
a
to
goblin.
go really far and hope that we don't get caught with half our party staying behind, or are we capturing all of you and then non-suspiciously saying, "Oh, by the way, they brought us food"?
Well, here is another addition to the plan, maybe. I have been studying the bardic arts for some time, and I have recently unlocked some new talents, per se, as per the college I studied under. I could play a song that could potentially, what is the word, charm the goblins, but I would like to save this until we know that the Nilbog is among them. But I can also choose to try to charm the Nilbog as well. That way, they do not attack us. Yes?
solid. Do we know? Did I when I was sending Leopold out, did he happen to see I mean, he was high, but did he happen to see the Nilbog specifically that we were looking for? Did I notice him at all?
Yeah, because the Nilbog is wearing hot fucking pink.
Cool. I'm going to relay that information as well as the general whereabouts in this pit of where he was.
Yeah. So, kind of where he was in the pit was like in the back of the dug area. Like it's dug like this, and he's back here. And then he has his Ettins in the pit with him. And then everybody else is crowded around on over the pit.
Do we know what's in the pit?
No.
So, it sounds like to me we've managed to come up with a plan. Yes? We can disguise as... And he just kind of looks there for a second as you see his brain working as he's trying to connect everything. He goes, okay, I've got this. So,
all right.
We use sorcery magic to pretend to be some of the bad guys. We charm one actual bad guy, and we just walk in with prize, I think. And if we don't have enough to transform everybody, they come as prisoners. To be taken to the leader.
I can't speak for Chiron, but I can only make myself look different. I cannot make anybody else look different.
Me as well.
Well, okay then. So yes.
Although I could, in theory, make someone invisible.
Oh, we are winning. This is a good game, I think.
Yes, I could not.
I have manacles. We could manacle some people and go in as captured.
I also feel like we probably shouldn't burn off all our spells before we even get there.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Eh. You run out? I did not know you run out of magic. That is weird. I never run out of mace.
But you do run out of, like, you know, in like a truly epic rage.
Oh, you mean I get tired? Yeah, that.
Imagine
while you guys are
like,
having this
somebody.
conversation, you see starting to round the corner in front of you a couple of goblins. Like probably like 3.
Oh god damn it.
Welp.
We need to make a decision. We need to make one now.
Can you charm these ones? Maybe they show us where we want to go.
I prefer not. I can only do this once before having to take a rest. So I would prefer to do this when I am in the sight and within earshot of the Nilbog. Granted, it is not the only trick I have up my sleeve that could possibly help with this, but it is something that I would like to try specifically with the Nilbog to see if it would work.
Can Dak just kick off heads then?
I can try.
Brooke is reaching for his sword and shield.
You said it was just a pair of goblins coming around?
It's like 3.
Baju will prepare his loot.
If we're going to fight these, we'll have to do it quickly and quietly.
Other goblins shouldn't be too hard.
Be no problem as he takes a bite of another jerky stick finger.
Oh god. I hate all of it.
It's going to be good, I promise. It'll taste great.
I'm gonna hold the firebolt until they see us, and then I'm gonna just go ahead and release it. So I'm gonna hold that spell while everyone else is kind of getting ready.
Which spell?
Bolt.
Firebolt.
Firebolt.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure I heard you right. I was like,
yeah.
Well, time to fireball everybody.
So you see the 3 goblins kind of round the corner, and it's kind of clear that they're drunk. And they kind of like, one of them like looks at you, and then like grabs.
The second they're in eyesight, I'm dashing at them.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as the one sees me, I'm gonna quick drop.
They're probably like still like 80, 90 feet away from you.
Firebolt will still hit him.
Alert.
That is dash range.
If you're gonna
go off, that's fine. How many times did I accidentally? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to throw that in the chat.
Oh no, you're fine.
It's also in crossbow range.
You also have Step of the Wind too, don't you? Which lets you dash as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Have a plan. Can I attack them, Alex?
Oh yeah, definitely. They definitely do not know what the fuck is going on.
Ooh.
Is there a map, or am I missing that?
Not of this part.
Gotcha.
Nope. Okay. I need to roll. Does a 16 hit?
A goblin? Yeah.
Okay. I need
A
to
drunk
roll...
goblin?
Right. I need to roll a 14. That's not good enough. Alex, are they wearing armor of any kind? Like, they have shields on?
They have leather armor and shields.
But they have shields on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then. This is not worth it, unfortunately. That would be a bit too much. So I'm just gonna shoot twice, and I'm pretty sure the 11 will miss.
Yes.
They did see us though, right? Because that was my trigger for firebolt.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so one is dead immediately on Dax. Dax just shoots him and he's down. The other one, you fire him and he singes the fuck up. Does anyone else want to do anything else?
How far away are they?
Smells like barbecue.
They're like 90 feet away.
Oh,
Damn.
then they wouldn't be able to hear what I'm doing.
Yeah, I got a 27 to hit and then hit him with 6 damage.
I'm not close enough for Ray of Frost, so.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah, I'm not close enough for Vicious Mockery either.
No, Chill Touch.
Ooh, do
Okay.
it.
Because that's
come on,
100.
Iron. That's pretty cold.
Hot and then the cold.
So yes. So Chiron, Frigus Tactus, and goes with the Chill Touch. But then I only rolled a goddamn 8. Then I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1.
Mm-hmm.
Unlimited.
That's your second one.
Is anyone going to do anything else?
Brick is pulling out his cooking knives and is, rubbing them against each other. Ching, ching, ching.
They
Well, let's get to
the
killing.
one that is singed and the other one, if no one else does anything, run. They run back.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
Are we in initiative rounds?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Can I pop another firebolt at the one I hit before?
Same.
What is the range on
Pace
it?
it down.
120 feet.
80, 8, 9,
Well, if he-
10,
if he
11,
dashed,
12,
he
13,
moved
14.
60.
No, you can't.
All right.
I mean,
I am.
Can I
they're
run
within-
after them and also shoot?
I mean, sure, yeah.
I would like to hold Dak back for a moment. If they're still within at least 90 feet, I want to try and cast sleep on him.
Okay.
They aren't
they're
within
not.
90 feet.
Well, I mean, like, it's hard. It's hard whenever there's not a turn order. I just wasn't expecting this, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you cast sleep.
Don't roll all ones, please.
I really hope I don't roll all ones.
Aw.
That happened in my Wednesday game with the kids at church. She was trying to put an enemy to sleep. It was running away. And she got all ones.
Both of them, they turn to
Nice.
run. They get like 5 feet.
I cast Narcolepsy, and
All right. Like, and
Well done.
Oh,
thank you,
was that-
Baldru, because I am humiliated. So thank you.
Please
No,
tell me
you're-
Badru
you're
just
right,
played a
Hoff.
quick lullaby.
No, I just literally like held out my hand and went, shh, and then
He channeled it in his father and said, "Go the fuck to sleep."
And go the fuck to sleep.
All right, so now what? Can we finish them off? Or do we just let them sleep? I don't know what to do here.
I'm just gonna walk over. I'm gonna pull out that warg jawbone that I had, and I'm just gonna flip it over and be like, "Do we just?"
So can we grab them and like pull them into the forest with us? Because even
There's
if
not
we
really
killed them,
forest in this area, though there are like tents.
okay. So no one's around right now, right?
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
stuff them in a sleeping
Grab
bag.
them. Yep.
Do we want to first? Because we do. Yeah, right. We don't want to keep them alive because they'll wake up, and then. So we should.
Can I kill him? Can I kill him?
Yeah.
Can I kill him?
I'm just gonna stab the first one that I firebolted and just kind of look at it, judge everybody's. Like we're just gonna kill this one.
Go on.
I am
Rick is behind
Mordecai.
him.
I am well aware of your proclivities towards goblins, and I am not going to be the one to try to stop you.
And then we're just gonna, and then. All right, let's stuff them in sleeping bags. That's a good idea. Hide them that way.
Nice, nice, nice.
Pick them up by their ankles.
Yeah.
Shake them out.
Yes.
Is there any? Does anything fall out?
2 gold. You're welcome.
Amazing.
Nice.
Mordecai,
Brooke.
it's all yours.
All right.
You can finally afford that potion, huh?
Oh, by the
Yeah,
way, we got a
we
potion
didn't talk
earlier.
about that.
We didn't get a chance to tell you.
Oh yeah, crazy. We didn't tell anybody about that. Well,
Just did.
So
I'm
what
gonna
would you
flip the-
what would you like to do? There you hear the drums from up ahead and sort of to the right.
Okay, I think we need to settle on a plan and quickly.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm gonna pick
that's
the
true.
goblins and be like, "Hey guys, we should put us in a sleeping bag." All right, let's put them in a sleeping bag. I'm gonna stuff them in there, and then throw them in a tent real quick and be like, "All right, we need a plan and quick before that keeps happening."
What is this? I gave you good plan.
Yeah, should we go with? I mean, look, it would be a lot of magic, but we could try the disguise plan. I mean, it's that, or we.
And the invisible plan.
Well, that's part of the same plan.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's a
disguise
multi-step
slash
plan.
Invisibility.
Like cooking a fancy recipe.
It's a very complex plan.
So
Well, here's the
who
thing.
is the
I could
person
make-
we're making invisible?
I could make 2 people invisible.
That's a lot of magic.
Yes.
Oh, twin.
Yes.
Mm.
It would. Yes. I'm a sorcerer.
Yes.
But yes.
Well,
so I
since
could
I
make,
am the one that speaks Goblin, I guess I will disguise myself to look like one of them.
That could work. Yes.
I could also disguise myself. I'll just be your silent partner, I suppose.
Yeah, just have like a big scar across your throat and you can't
That's
speak.
yes, that'll do.
All right. What about the
and
dark
then
man.
and then Dak and Brooke could be invisible, and Brick will be the captive.
Better.
What,
Can I make
what
a
the- what- go ahead.
no?
Wait,
Brick
go ahead.
and Bodru.
What about me? Yes.
Book and
Yeah, we're
Brick
missing
and
one.
Bodru should be invisible. I
Yes,
can
but-
be the captive because I
And
wear no
Brooke?
armor, need no weapons.
Smart.
And
This
what
is
about
weird.
Brooke?
It would be
Brick
good for me
is
to
orc.
get.
Brick doesn't need outfit.
But you do need weapons.
Ah!
Wait, then
Well, to be
then
fair,
you could be the
he
captive.
just grabs
Then why would you
somebody.
be the? Then why would you be the captive? You're in charge. You're
That's
the
a
green
good
skin.
idea. I appreciate. Yes, that was
Yeah.
all part of my plan. I think.
Are there any
But you don't
orcs
think-
nearby?
Yeah, actually. Huh. That's yeah. So these the area of the mountains that you are in are riddled with orc camps and orc like they're also riddled with like giants and half orcs tend to get along really well. And so it would make sense that if they were having a party for something, you know, like, because obviously this is like a celebration because it's like drunk and happy and drums and stuff.
See,
that makes sense.
Not uncommon for Brick to bring food, I think.
But still, I can only make 2 of you invisible.
If that's the case, then Badru and Brooke, then.
Badru and Brooke, and you'll be the captive?
Yes.
I've got no issues with
get
being
me as
invisible.
close as I can to the Nilbog before I try and charm it.
Oh, also,
yes.
Very important. The hobgoblins we've seen, do they use crossbows?
They use both crossbows and scimitars. You've seen both.
Cool. And we've seen a couple of them use long swords, right?
Yes.
Cool. I hand my long sword and my crossbow to Chiron for him to wear as part of his outfit.
Okay.
I like that. Extra that disguise. Brick reaches into his satchel, his leather satchel, and turns to us. Dirk, I think you'll need this thing. And he throws a pair of manacles at you to put on.
Cool.
Why do you have those?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh,
Never mind.
no.
That's my business.
What happens
I'm
in
not going
Orc's
to
tent
shame you.
stays in Orc's tent.
Yes. I'm not going to shame you. Not my business.
Dak was about to put them on. We'll turn to Mordecai. Can I get a quick prestidigitation?
Before you put those on and lock yourself in them, Rick, do you have a key to these?
What? Key for what thing?
The manacles.
Oh, no. You break them to get them off.
If
Wait,
the key
so it's
is
very
not necessary, I have a spell that can help with that.
No. I got this. But first, prestidigitation.
I don't do that.
You don't have.
I
Chiron,
don't have that.
What are you trying to accomplish?
I would like to
Clean
clean
them?
these.
In the sex of
I can't help you there. I only know thaumaturgy.
Tackle,
What is your
Pull
problem
up his
with
sleeve.
manacles?
pull up sleeve and like lock one in.
Just don't
on
just
one
don't lock
arm,
your own.
and then
All right.
I
And
mean,
face
worst case
check it.
scenario, I use my fist to fight. I don't need. I can just kick them. If worse comes to worse.
Cow.
All right, are we ready?
Don't worry, my friend. I've got this thing, I think.
Well,
Well,
this is
we-
either gonna go
Let
really
me get
well
the
or
plan.
as
Right.
usual.
What?
No, I was just saying this is either going to go
No.
really well or as usual. So
Well-
let's rock.
All right.
Go
Are we
good, I
ready?
promise.
I mean, sometimes
ready?
our plans go really well.
All right,
Occasionally.
everyone who is becoming invisible, I need you to go ahead and make me a stealth check with advantage because you are invisible. Everybody who is going to pretend to be something that they're not, I need you to make a performance roll. Chiron, you get advantage on your performance roll because of the extra stuff that Dak gave you.
Yay!
Advantage.
18, nice.
Do you want Brick just to roll like a performance since he's like
I'm going to
pretending?
use my inspiration on that one.
Yes,
You had-
and everyone.
Putting on a show.
No, you
Yes,
had
yes,
advantage.
yes.
Oh.
Yes, but it still did poorly.
Oh, that was
I-
2d10 people.
Wait,
I'm going to use.
why did you do an 8? Wait, you need to roll again, Sphinx. You have advantage.
I did roll. It rolled twice and chose and picked one of them.
How did you do that?
Are you using- Are you using
D&D
Beyond 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In D&D Beyond, I just right-click on the stealth and then choose advantage.
Yeah,
And then roll.
Beyond 20 sends macros, so it does stuff.
Very complex stuff.
Holy.
Yeah, I love
Right.
it.
Nice.
Anyway,
That is
Cool.
better.
All right.
And I am also going to use my inspiration to help me because I just know this isn't going to go well.
Okay.
oh,
How do
I'm so ready for this.
How do I do this? Roll d4? That's not it. How do I add the d4 to it?
Slash
Oh,
R. Yeah.
One.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Well,
Maybe you
that's
don't
a
do the
5.
talking, we let Brick do the talking.
That sounds like a good idea. I've got this thing.
All right,
Look at me. I'm a hobgoblin. Brr.
so,
See ya. Perfect. I got this.
so Chiron cracks his knuckles, Gemini Invisibilia, and Brooke and Badru vanish from sight. And then Dissimulato Se. And the disguise self goes off. And I spent a silly amount of, well, it's actually not that bad, but that was sorcery points and spell slots and all the things.
Yeah, the bibbity bobbity boo. And I disguise myself as well.
Now I look like you.
All right, I'm a hobgoblin. Let's go do this thing. Hobgoblin. There.
So, as you all kind of make
Nailed
your
it.
way around the corner, I'm guessing, Chiron, you're still wearing Sathrin with the disguise? I assume you would wear Sathrin at all times.
Yes.
Okay.
I like this assumption.
Is that
I feel
not
it's
a correct
safe
assumption?
No, it is. I just haven't been wearing it because it's warm.
No. I just
actual hat?
you don't have to wear
Yeah.
it in real life. I just assume.
Yeah.
So as you round the corner, the first thing that you kind of come to is these fences. The first thing that you kind of come to is these fences. And as you get past the fences and up, or as you look past the fences and up, you quickly see how fucking many goblins there are. Hobgoblins, goblins, goblin captains, or goblin captains and hobgoblin captains. It is immense. It is intense.
It's a lot.
It is hundreds. And sitting in the middle of this pit that has been dug up is something I don't know if any of you know. None of you have ever seen before. Standing side by side are two Ettins, who have painted on their chest twinkles and toes, respectively.
Yeah. I remember you mentioning that.
In the center of the pit, however, there is a fire going, a massive 15 by 15 foot fire. Above that fire is a rock that you've never really seen the likes of before. It is extremely red, and it is currently clearly hot. And on top of that rock is something that has not been seen for thousands of years.
Do I
It
recognize
is-
the smell?
Nope.
Are they cooking a dragon?
It is a spherical dome, like an oblong spherical shape, made entirely of silver, like silver essence scales that have red veins pulsing up through it, starting to overtake it from the bottom. And
That's
sitting
not good.
on the top of this thing is a Nilbog, clad in hot pink with a scepter.
Good lord.
This is why I
Well, I
asked if
feel
you had
like we're-
Sather on. Sather goes, "That's not supposed to be here."
Using message, I will, to Sathrin. What is that?
Well, excuse me, because I haven't seen one in a very long time. In fact, I haven't seen one since around the time of my birth. But if I'm not mistaken, that is a cursed dragon's egg.
Can I just say that you don't look a day over 1,000? Okay, so... very quietly, he'll be, that is a cursed dragon egg.
Oh, great.
All Brick heard was egg, and it's huge. He's like, that'll make the biggest omelet ever.
That isn't supposed to be here. They're supposed to be extinct.
What
Well,
does
sort
cursed
of.
dragon egg mean?
Food.
They're supposed to have been turned into the dragonkin.
A cursed dragon egg is what happens whenever a chromatic dragon finds the egg of a metallic or gem dragon. They curse the egg and turn it from what looks like to be silver to black.
They're turning it into a black dragon.
Oh. Well, that
Which-
seems terrible.
It is. And I don't know where they got it or how they're doing this.
I don't know why it's viable. That's my biggest question.
Yes, the gods
Dragon.
saw to that, as I recall.
They did.
Is this maybe a conversation?
Why
Just
don't
make a
we...
note. Just how many F's in fucked?
Fuck. 6 U's.
And at that point, at this point, you're all kind of like sitting there. A goblin comes up behind you, and like kicks. They kick Mordecai in the back of the leg, and he says in Goblin, "Are you not going to make your sacrifice?"
Oh, yeah, no, that's what we're here for, because I'm a hobgoblin.
He immediately looks at you. He immediately looks at you. Bitch.
It's got a chunk of human in my throat from lunch.
To try and distract, can I tap it on the back?
Sure.
Okay, you're invisible.
You tap it on the back. I have to make a perception check.
Watch out. There are big bugs nearby.
Yeah, I make a perception check. I'm like, what the? What is going
Well,
on?
we better get going and make this sacrifice somehow.
I kind of nudge Brick a little bit.
Like, oh, let's go.
Let us do this thing. We have a gift for King Nilbog.
So you all approach the Nilbog. So approach the Nilbog. Approach the Nilbog.
Oh right, we have control
yeah,
of our thingies. Yeah, how
Anybody
far
out?
are we gonna get before?
I need to be at least within at least 60 feet. So
Well, you guys are invisible. You can scoop-a-doop up there yourself, right?
Yes, you don't have to stay within range of me.
Where am I?
I would.
Yeah,
There
we're
I
going
am.
Go
right
wherever.
in.
So you got the invisible duo can go wherever they want.
I'm trying to. There I am.
Okay, I think I'm in a decent
Where
range.
is?
Oh jeez.
Brick is gonna take the lead
This is like
with the
cursed Tetris.
with the food.
Yep. I'll stay
So-
on your left.
As you approach, you hear
Nilbog.
the Nilbog. Welcome. How is everyone doing today?
Oh, I am very excited for you today.
I
have
am
brought you
very
grand
excited
gift in
as
your
well.
honor.
In
This is a
my
very great thing.
honor.
Yes, I did this thing.
Not in, and he gives a big rub to the egg that he's sitting on. Not in her honor.
Well, let's be honest. Without her, without you, there would be no her. I think.
Wow, yes,
And
that
he's
is
just-
so true.
And he is totally trying to pepper her up. Get it?
Hate you.
And as
Because-
they begin talking, I want to begin playing and using enthralling performance. It's gonna take a minute for it to take effect.
Okay.
So
Is it a spell?
So they have to hear you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anyone would hear you over. I don't know if anyone upward would hear you over the drums.
Oh.
The three down with you would, but I don't know if anyone above would hear the drums.
Well, I'm mostly aiming for the Nilbog and the two
Ettins?
Ettins beside him. So
Is that a spell?
it is a bardic feature.
Okay. Because casting a spell would break the invisibility. That's why I asked.
It is a part of my bardic inspiration.
So I think you'd probably be okay then.
Max,
But,
can I
like,
get a rules check on that? Can you use a bardic? Can you use a bardic thing?
All it says is the spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. That's the word.
Yeah, but I don't know if bardic is
It's
casting
not.
a spell.
It's not. It would.
It's a
It
class
would.
feature.
Yeah.
It's a class feature.
Like smiting is not casting a spell or sneak
Right.
attack is another. So I'm interested to see that. So with that, Brick goes. So my friend, the great Nilbog. He would not say that because he doesn't know a name. He says, "My great leader, I have cooked you an excellent meal today to celebrate your greatness. Without your greatness, we would not have her greatness." And he points to the giant egg. And can I just say, this is one of the best things that I have cooked in some time.
Yeah, he stays invisible. That sounds intriguing. Tell me, is the thing that you cooked spicy?
No, well, you gotta understand.
Is the thing that you cooked sweet?
So you have to understand. Sometimes you just have to make what you work with, and I don't always have all the right things that I need.
Cannoli would have been sweet.
Salty.
They would have.
I knew exactly what you wanted. I knew you love salty stuff, so it is very salty, just for you. Very cheesy as well.
I hate salty. I'll try it.
He says, "Okay, well, I can do this thing for you. I'll add I'll add some seasoning for it." So he reaches into his pouch and he pulls out these little tiny skulls, and one's got little holes in the top. And as he opens up the president gift and shows the delicious meal, he starts putting extra seasoning.
Little
and salt on
skulls.
it.
Pepper shakers.
The little while you're doing that, the Nilbog starts racking back and like, oh, I love it! I love it!
Well,
We
of
never
course
reheated
you
it,
do.
did we?
Well, I think the assumption was that before we got in here, we reheated it and packaged
Yeah,
it.
that's what. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
He says, "You'll see that it comes in a luscious case," and he starts running his hand across the box. "Presentation is everything in my
I
culture."
love the
in the
ribbons. The ribbons.
Oh, isn't it lovely?
It's so
Oh, yeah.
lovely.
The ribbons would 100% be pink.
It's
So he said, "Yes, my friend Dak did a really good job." And he says, "I think I'm ready to serve you, but you probably don't want to eat it while you're way up there. So how about this?" He pulls around his giant turtle shell wok and flips it upside down so it makes a seat, and he builds an impromptu cooking station, pulls out his apron that says "Kiss My Axe," and then lays it over top, creating a tablecloth. And he sits it down and puts some silverware there and creates an impromptu cooking station.
Table?
Yeah.
Nice.
But
This is for you, great one.
But I just had a thought. What if I don't eat it? And
Okay,
instead
that is up to
eat
you.
it.
Okay, I can do this thing. He grabs one of the raviolis and chucks it in. He looks down. He's like, "I did really good work," and he grabs another one.
Oh no!
All right, make
too
a.
delicious.
I'm just gonna let you know that what I'm about to do, I call a community persuasion check. I have like a number in my head, and you have to roll. Everyone together collectively has to roll above that number.
Okay,
Cool.
for persuasion?
For persuasion, but you have to tell me what you're doing to like you have to tell me what you do, yeah, and then I tell you it's good enough roll. So go ahead and roll persuasion.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
In his persuasion, I guess less of a question, more of a statement. He is going to be making succulent finger noises and going, oh, this is so good. It's got the perfect amount of seasoning, extra salt. And he's describing,
You're giving tasting notes.
Yes, he's going through this
okay.
complex process. And then licking his finger.
So, could mine have been the wrapping the thing in the dressing it up have been my contribution?
The ribbons?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say that was your contribution because you're a little tied up right now. So go ahead and roll.
Exactly. I'm also going to use my inspiration for this. That's what we like to see.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Chiron is going to like kind of peer around and see that that Brick is eating and just kind of really like look longingly at the food like, oh, damn, that looks good. And you look like you're enjoying it. Like that's kind of what he's going to try to portray. Just envy. The envy.
I don't think the Nilbog would go for that.
Are you a goblin?
I'm a hobgoblin.
He says, this food too good for your kind, I think.
Oh, but you're mute. That's right, you're mute.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I'm going for because I don't speak goblin. So.
That's right.
Do I still have to do
The
that
whole
even
time
though
Byron's just
there,
I'm
like-
invisible?
Yeah, you're still invisible. I will say that that you guys know. Okay, go ahead.
I cast message to Brick and say, "Hold me back." To Brick. So you hear me in your head say, "Hold me back." And I don't wait. I wait for him to kind of turn his head to see if he looks at me. Oh, damn it. Why are you rolling?
Oh no.
Because that isn't nearly a complete enough sentence for somebody with an intelligence of 8. So let's see how it goes.
Oh, he messaged it to he messaged it to you, so Brick didn't hear it.
No, Brick is the only one who
he
heard it.
messaged. I thought Brooke. There are too many B's. I'm so dyslexic.
This was at Brick.
Yeah.
And
Hold
what
me
is
back.
it you said? Hold me back.
Hold me back. And
Why
then
don't you use the rest of the 25 words?
And then
Too late.
he goes to he kind of performatively goes to lunge at the food. So that Brick can try to get in the way and stop me from doing it.
As he runs at the food, he Brick scoops it up, holds it up, and Spartan kicks him from it. Oh,
I'll take it, and then
he goes,
and
"What
he'll
is
like
wrong with
fall
you?
a little bit.
This is for leader. This is for leader."
Mm-hmm.
The Nilbog is now upside down on the egg, like. Go ahead and
So
roll.
will that work?
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead
God,
and
I'm
roll.
so glad she didn't make me roll damage against you.
Yeah. I am gonna go with my
It was
inspiration
like,
on this.
It was like stage fighting where you're like, kick.
So I'm gonna go with inspiration on this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Damn.
Merry Christmas!
Nice.
10, 30, 40, 50, 60, 60. All right. Anyone else have anything they would like to add? Brooke?
Hasn't been a minute yet.
Yes.
Okay, then I need from the Nilbog and his 2 cronies a wisdom saving throw, please. DC 16.
All right. I will roll these publicly. I will roll these. A wisdom saving throw? Okay.
Uh-huh.
1 Etten blue crit. Etten yellow failed.
Good.
And I will roll the Nilbog publicly so that everybody knows.
But she's not fucking around.
The Nilbog and the Etten that failed are charmed for the next hour.
Nice.
So I would love for you to describe to me what happens to this insane, like literally insane person whenever the charm rolls over him.
So as this music is playing, and it's very much like soothing kind of dinner music, or music that he would think would be like good for dinner. And as the Etten and the Nilbog are affected, you briefly see these almost like glittering sparkles of light kind of envelop their eyes for a moment, and their faces just relax and lull over.
So the Nilbog lulls over and falls off of the egg and kind of onto the hot stone and kind of rolls off the hot stone. And you can see that there's like some singe on his arm.
Ooh.
And he, you know that thing in anime where they like walk on their tippy toes and they have like, they're kind of arched and they walk on their tippy toes and they're following their nose, that thing? That's what he does. He walks on his tippy toes like, and he just sits right back. He just sits right down. And he looks at Chiron and says, mine.
And Chiron looks just defeated. Just
Oh.
So the Nilbog takes the plate and does a good sniff of it, just like that. Just like that. And he says, interesting. What is this? And he points to the eyeball in the middle.
He says, well, I tell you, this is eyeball of Cyclops. Very rare, very hard to come by. I hunted it personally just for you, I think.
Roll a deception check.
Have you used your inspiration yet?
I have not. Because I ended up not using it for the other one after somebody helped me. I'm gonna go ahead and roll with advantage because I only have I'm gonna spend my inspiration and roll with advantage because I have a 1 to deception.
Nice. Nice. The Nilbog comes over and he says, ooh, and just sticks his fingernails right into the eyeball and scoops it up with the eyeball, like with his hand, and just sticks all his fingers in his hand and and as he's chewing, he's like delicately picking up some ravioli and like flick and suddenly what is this? What?
It's Cyclops eye, I told you.
No, it's not. How?
It's not
and
snot.
You start to begin to see like aether and like etherealness start floating off of the Nilbog.
Nice.
How did you know?
What is this you're speaking? Why you speak gibberish? I do not understand this thing you say.
Fools. I will come back. And like as he's doing this, as the aether's coming off, his fingers start to disintegrate. And start to turn into sand. He's, I will come back. And I will find you. And he's like literally falling apart. I will bring chaos into your life.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
And then a moment passes, and then a moment more, and in the background you hear gong, gong, gong.
Oh, it's the bell that tolls.
It tolls for thee.
I was gonna say, it tolls for thee.
And thus, a madhouse. As soon as the bell starts tolling, the ones who are actually, where did I put this? The ones who are actually loyal to the ones who are actually loyal to the Nilbog and we're loyal to him begin to charge down the sides with their shields and spears clanging and banging. A warg leaps down and leaps directly behind Badru, though he does not know that you are there. You see a hobgoblin captain rear him up and then lean him down. The warg directly in front of your fucking face, like.
He takes a big deep breath. He goes, "My friends, somebody has poisoned our Nilbog king."
And you can now see that the ones that were not extremely loyal are all like, it is pandemonium. I'm sorry, I just realized that.
Yes.
I have a goddess of fire and pandemonium. Her name is Azulat. Yes, that is an Azula reference.
I'm here for it.
You.
And I just realized how much fun she must be having right now. So it is pure pandemonium and chaos. There are some goblins that are trying to scour for cover. There are some goblins that are just ripping apart other goblins. There are wargs who are literally just eating other eating goblins. They're just going on a feasting frenzy. You can also see kind of in the background in one of the areas there is like some goblins that are currently raiding some storage sheds and are about to make away, go like leave with a warg and a cart. This Nilbog didn't really have control over these people. He had control over a couple, and everybody else just kind of followed. Now,
we should probably get out of here, guys.
Which Etten is charmed, by the way?
Yellow.
Yellow was charmed.
Yellow is charmed. This guy.
So
here.
the two Ettins come up to you, and they bash their club on the ground, and the four heads look at each other and go, "Vote, kill," and then they raise their, and then the other head raises the other hand, "Kill," and then the other one, "Kill." Kill, and they both have
Rick raises his hand.
They have four hands. They have their four hands in the air, and
I just reach over really slowly and just like push Brick's hand back down. He's like, "Kill!" I'm like, "No."
Look, I'm supposed to be acting.
Okay, at this point, Dak will like lean over to Chiron and be like, "Sword." But.
Just a brief aside, the charmed creature cannot make any attacks against. Oh no, it's just
us or you.
Oh, that's just me. Never mind.
It can't even see you.
Yeah, you can't see me anyway. So whoopsie. Never mind. Go on.
And then they turn and they point their clubs at Brick. And they say at
sticking ravioli in his mouth.
And they have to say at the same time, "Kill the half-breed."
Nope, that sucks.
He looks around. Where is he at? I'll take care of him, I think.
Aren't you half-orc? Are you half-orc or orc?
He's a half-orc.
I know. Yes, I'm a half-orc.
Yeah. Brick doesn't get it.
Oh, I couldn't.
He's supposed to be acting.
Yeah. No.
But I am half orc.
Yeah.
But he's just like, yes, let us get them. Let us do this thing. He picks up his maul and he starts looking around for enemies. Who is it I'm attacking, I think? Huh? Who is bad?
And that would be, and the fight of the Nilbog's gone, but the Nilbog's dead. Congratulations! You killed the Nilbog. The fight of two Ettins, a warg, a hobgoblin captain, a hobgoblin, and 6 goblins will start next time.
Yeah, because that will take us some time.
Yeah. It is going to take a little bit of time.
What's that?
You guys have access to Fireball now.
Yeah, I don't know it. Fireball's boring.
That's fair.
Fireball is boring.
I can't argue with. I can't disagree with that
amazing.
statement.
I have hypnotic pattern.
I hate hypnotic. Okay.
Even
So
more
once upon a fucking time, I was playing a game with Max, and was Christmas. We were literally playing like right before Christmas, and so I decided to put them against a Krampus. And so I put them against a Krampus, and I was really, really excited for the fight because it was going to be good. And Max hypnotic patterned the Krampus, and the Krampus did nothing all fight. So fuck you.
I got a
Max.
question.
Yeah.
I have an adventure called Jack Frost or something that I'd love to run for you all for Christmas.
Oh my God, yes! Do you want to do a Christmas
That
special?
sounds awesome.
It's written in a poem format. It even has the opening Night Before Christmas poem.
Oh, nice.
So a Christmas one shot.
Yes.
Yes.
Merry Christmas.
I'm glad she brought that Krampus thing up because I had totally forgot that I wanted to offer that to you as running a game from me for you guys, and Alex could be one of the players.
Yay!
So anyways, sorry, that reminded me, and I didn't want to forget.
Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Chat, did you have fun? Did y'all have fun?
We thought we might have gotten out of this without a fight, but
Unfortunately, this is the time that we always do, and it's not very UK friendly, but we do put the VODs on YouTube, so you're able to still watch and participate. If you want to follow that's where the VODs are. So, y'all enjoyed it? I have no water, and I've had no water for a long time.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I had a great time.
My mouth's all dried.
Mine is too. Did you guys like how I portrayed the Nilbog?
Oh,
Very much.
I was like, I have to go
hilarious.
for it. Wait, what, Justin?
I was commenting on how I loved your role playing earlier.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, to me it was like, if you're gonna put a Nilbog in a game, you gotta go full out, man. Like, you got to go. So, yeah. But, I had a lot of fun. Thank you, Jack.
That's great.
Thank you, Jack, for joining us. And
harsh.
No, like, seriously, like, I would have just been like, no, I'm going to sleep. But I appreciate it.
I was so alarmed and embarrassed because I was legitimately just sitting in my bed going, man, I can't sleep, but I still have like an hour until I starts. And I look over and Tom had called me like 5 times. And I was like, uh-oh. I think I made a mistake somewhere.
No.
I think I could see on my screen as well. I opened up, the first thing I did when I got to my computer was open up Twitch, and I saw you reacting to my messages, Alex, as I like all caps spammed you like, wait, I'm sorry, what? What happened?
I'm sorry, but derfuck.
Fuck.
That's funny. Oh, jeez. You guys crack me up.
I know, this is really fun. I really enjoy this. All right. I guess I'll start off inspiration. I don't know. Everyone had really good shit. I'm gonna give inspiration. You know what? I'm gonna give inspiration to Jack, and here's why. And I'm gonna make a TikTok about this. Jack, I'm making a TikTok about you. I hope you don't mind.
Another one.
Jack. Wait, did I already make a TikTok about you?
There was the door thing from
that's right.
almost a year ago now.
Oh, yeah. So Jack is one of my favorite kinds of players, and I was gonna talk about, like, what's my favorite kind of player, and then, like, tag a bunch of people to, like, stitch it and stuff. My favorite kind of player is a player who has enough balls and enough, like, understanding of their own character to stand on their own. But if I just throw a curveball at you, like, hey, do you live north or south of the river? Like, do you live north or south? Like, where, like, you're just like, yeah, north. I would live, north, yeah. Like, that's just, like...
Yes, and. Yeah.
That's just so... I mean, like, but, like, it's... Whenever somebody says yes and, everyone always thinks of the DM. No one ever thinks of, like, the player being a yes and so, like...
you gotta be.
And so, like, I'm so glad that Jack is the type of person that I've just had him in my games for so long, and also I just trust him so much that, because I've actually known Jack for...
like 5
years? Almost as long as I've been dating Max. We've known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
Because we met with that stupid show that never happened. With that guy. The way that we met is that we both answered an ad on D&D Beyond to be in a show before shows were big, before Critical Role, that's what it's called. But before Critical Role, we were told to be on a show, but it wasn't really a show. We weren't really playing D&D. It was this guy who was like basically using us to write a book.
Yeah, it was very weird.
That is weird.
Like, I wanted to play like a halfling or whatever, and instead I ended up playing a female bard who I didn't really like, who had this superpower that I didn't really want. And like Jack ended up playing this character that he also didn't want. And then I just remember, do you remember what Max's character's name was?
Fendithas.
Fendithas.
I remember it with perfect clarity.
And his Eldritch Blast was finger guns.
It was finger
and
guns.
the DM hated that he did that. Hated it.
It was. I remember. I don't know if we want to drag this side story on for too long, but I remember specifically about Max having lots of conversations about how disillusioned he was with that game, because the DM kept trying to like make my character like the protagonist, and Max's backstory was that he was my character's like lifelong friend. And it like made the dynamic really fucking weird that Max became like the secondary character to mine. And it's like, that's not how you fucking...
So basically, he was trying to get you guys to play his story instead of letting you guys make it your story.
Yeah, literally.
That's a terrible way to play D&D. Just
and then,
yourself, bro.
And then I left because I was like, he literally like said something really, really rude and like misogynistic to me, and I was like, I'm out. And then Max left, and then he tried to get another cast, and then it just died. But yeah, that's actually how we met like 5 years ago. But ever since then, I've just known that Jack is a type of person that like, if I'm like, oh, this is random ass lore about halflings, he's just like, neat, cool, like.
Yep, sure is.
Sure. Okie dokie. Like,
sweet, thanks.
I'm literally like, halflings are Vikings, because like in my mind that just sounds fucking awesome. Like these, because everyone thinks of halflings as like, no offense to Brooke, but
yeah, wait, what the fuck?
But in my world, I like to imagine them as like Vikings, like really powerful. Like people are like, oh shit, halflings are gonna come help us, you know, like that kind of thing.
You know, I think you just gave me a great idea for a show. An episode for our show.
What?
Maybe having you on, and we'll ahead of time we'll go through and we'll give completely different stories and lore to the races.
Yeah, I would so be.
That would be so much fun.
I would be so down for that, because like then I could talk about the dragon. Then I can talk about my dragonborn.
Well, and I originally thought of the idea when you had come on and started talking about the genie people. Damn it, what is their name?
Genasi.
The Genasi.
Mm-hmm.
The Genasi. You came in and you had all this different lore for the Genasi, and I'm just like, that's really cool. We should do something. And I totally forgot about it till just now. I'm writing it down so I don't forget, and you need to come on and we can talk about it.
Okay, hell yeah, let's do it. So I just want to give it to Jack, because Jack is the kind of person that I can just fucking, and I literally wrote down before this in my brain section of my Discord. My Discord has the secret session, that's my brain. And it's really nice because my mods will go in there and spell check for me. My mods will spell check me and be like, Alex, you fucked up the time zones. I'm like, ah! Anyways, it's really nice. I really like that they do that. But I wrote down that like I needed to talk about how you literally will like take anything that I give you, and you're just like, okay, that's real. That's true now. Yeah, Vikings. I didn't know that before, but yeah, we're Vikings now. So my inspiration, my kudos goes to Jack.
I like it when I get praised by Alex 4 times back to back. That's my favorite.
Well, what the fuck? It's just nice to fucking talk about people in a nice way.
It's nice to be nice.
It's nice to be nice.
It is.
It is nice to be nice. All right, Jack, you want to shove your face in people's face?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Jack. I'm gonna be starting to stream like a bit more actively in the next couple of weeks. I'm in the middle of moving apartments, and once that's done, I'm gonna be like setting up a schedule and streaming a lot more regularly. And
Wait, really fast.
Actually,
I just want to say thank you to Riftmaker because he gave me a lot of bits, and that makes me really.
nice.
He's been really nice, and it's really
Yeah.
nice to have you. And I hope that you come back, and I hope that you join the Discord so that we
It's
can
2
talk.
a.m. for me too, buddy. I feel your pain.
So join the Discord so that we can stay in touch, and I can like talk and stuff. Oh, and I will remind everyone that all donations get split between the cast. So if you donate during the time that we're on, it gets split in between the cast. Shit, I have an ingrown toenail. I just go ahead, Jack. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to say goodbye to him.
That's okay. Streaming a little more actively at twitch.tv/hoopsleek pretty soon. And also, finally, after like months and months of threatening to do it, I will eventually soon start the Monster of the Week campaign that I keep talking about. My inspiration is going to go to Brick, who obviously shone tremendously this episode.
Oh, thank you.
I kind of was like, this is going to be
Appreciate
Brick's
your mind.
episode. I kind of was like, this is going to be Brick's episode, and I really wanted that, so I'm glad that
It was cooking focused, of course.
It was.
Yeah.
It was good stuff today, I promise. Only had one nasty ingredient.
What was that? I'll take the bait. What was it?
The eyeball.
The
The
eyeball.
Actually, no, it was the salt.
Yeah, you
Shit,
should
I'll
have.
kill you.
No, Alex, I let it go because I already got you with one. I already got one in before stream, so I let that one go. Because it was an easy answer for me to give right there.
I'm really, really easy to get with the gotcha things, like the... What is it? I don't remember the one that I...
Like the D's nuts things?
Yeah, I'm really, really easy to get.
Fucking Alex, oh my god, it was like a few weeks ago after I when I was doing like, I was streaming The Binding of Isaac afterwards, and I think we were having a conversation, and I got you with like, I tried to do like the Mind Goblin one, and you were like, yeah, nice try, Jack, and then I immediately followed it with, oh, have you played the new Sea of Thieves expansion? And you were
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I love Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
So that's great because I think me and Max literally got Alex with the Mind Goblin
Yeah.
on Thursday.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
they
not
got
the
me
Mind Goblin.
yesterday. They got me.
Not
They
the
got me on
Mind
stream
Goblin.
yesterday. I hope somebody clipped that. Anyways, Justin, go ahead and give your shout outs.
I'm torn because I thought the haggling process was just amazing between both Kyron and Mordecai. I would say if I had to give a hand to anybody, I guess I'd pick Mordecai since he helped me cooking. But they both, Kyron and Mordecai, they blew it away with the haggling at the potion shop. I just thought that was awesome. I was totally. I don't think I've ever been as engaged in a purchase, not being the person there, than I was watching these two go back and forth. So.
Do you want to
Domino
whore yourself
chooses
out
board.
too?
Yes. My name is Justin Hanlon. I am the host of the Dungeons and Dragons discussion show, Crit Academy, where we provide new and reusable content for you to bring with you on your next adventure, as well as we talk D&D, inspiration, and things to help you spark those ideas. We are currently running a Kickstarter. It officially has 5 days left. We are 85% funded. It is Extraordinary Expeditions, 10 versatile adventures designed to be able to be dropped in and around any setting and campaign, fantasy setting and world. And they are just a lot of fun. And you can actually go and pick up a free Far Touched one where the player characters have to rush through hordes of far realm alien creatures to rescue the villagers just to find out that the monsters that they killed are the villagers transformed, and now have to make a deal with an obelisk to end it. So please consider checking out. It's free. So thank you.
Nice.
Oh, follow and subscribe to me on YouTube.
And then I think Mordecai's next.
Yeah, I was gonna give mine to Chiron for pretty much the same reason Justin was saying, as far as the haggling. Like, no, we'll pimp your shop out. We'll let people know about it and haggling, and then not even missing a beat when I definitely lied about how much money I had, and he's just like, yeah, I just got a little bit too, and that worked out really well.
Well, thank you. I
smooth
appreciate
teamwork.
it. Yeah. Finally, something that Chiron's good at.
It certainly isn't attacking stuff.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Seriously though, sometimes those spell attack rolls just suck. But like proficient in deception, intimidation, persuasion, like this is literally what he does.
Worked out pretty well, methinks.
Yeah. Thank you. Hi everybody, I'm Dominic. I am on the talk, and right now I actually have a contest running that is the top link on my link tree. If you are local to the Philadelphia area or can get yourself there, I have 5 passes for PAX Unplugged that I'm giving away. So you can go to that link and at the top of my link tree and enter. And those are going to get chosen tomorrow afternoon or evening, and the announcement will go out Sunday night with who won. If you want to come and hang out with me at PAX Unplugged, December 10th, 11th, and 12th at the Pennsylvania Convention Center in the city of Philadelphia. Because I am going to be at that convention, and I'm going to be running some public D&D modules. And where you'll get to be a member of the Arcane Help Desk. You'll be on a mage team, mobile arcane guidance emergency, where you get dispatched down to a problem that Harry can't fix over the phone.
That's awesome.
So if you're interested in that and you want to come out and you're local, I can't get you to Philly, but so yeah. All right. Man, this was a there's a lot of inspiration to throw around because everything was so goddamn good. Dak hooking Chiron up with the crossbow and the sword to help out with the costume was super good because it was good, and also with the ribbon on the wrapping paper, just all that, and the pole dancing, by the way. So like there's just a lot to go around there, and I think it really tied a lot of stuff together and really made everyone's lives a whole lot easier this time out. So kudos and thank you, brother.
You're welcome. I am Lion. I put the power in Rangers on TikTok. This is where I mostly make content. I've started a new job recently, so I haven't been posting as much. But kind of work is I've kind of getting used to it. So I'll be making more videos soon. And let's see,
Sphinx.
100.
Is Sphinx or Morning? Yeah, Sphinx is the last one.
Yep, and I definitely want. I very much wanted to give it to Sphinx because I did not know if I was like, I did not know if you would have succeeded without the charm effect.
You didn't have enough. You needed 80. You needed 80, and nobody else, and everybody else was. I mean, it was fucking. You had, yeah.
I was gonna say it was like up to me next to do a roll, and I was like, I don't know what Brooke could do to help.
Yeah, so
I'm invisible.
The people who weren't invisible rolled, and they got it up to 67, and you needed 80.
So super much give that inspiration for the charm, because my gut was like, this is good, but not good enough. So, I'm definitely giving it Baudru for coming in and making sure that ended, because now we're going into the fight without, you're often, like, fighty people haven't used their big abilities, like I was planning on to force the Nilbog to eat the eye.
And now we didn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
Now we just have to fight off half a dozen goblins and some hobgoblins and some wargs and
We'll
two
be
fucking
fine.
Easy.
Farting will die.
Oh man. Well, thank you for that. I am Sphinx Sakasha. You can find me on TikTok as Circle DM. I can be found pretty much all over Twitch these days. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays with Dinner and a Game. On Tuesdays playing our open world World of Darkness game, Emerald Sanctums. On Wednesdays playing our homebrew 5e game, Kingdoms of Mist. Every other Friday right here with Alex Baum, playing Initiatives and Intrigues. And on the Fridays we're not doing that, running my homebrew Eberron campaign, Agents of the Circle. And on Saturdays, and Agents of the Circle is with the ADH Adventures channel. And every Saturday with ADH Adventures playing Heroes Arc, which is another homebrew 5e adventure. I want to give inspiration to Alex, personally, for her portrayal of the Nilbog. That was a lot of fun, and definitely did not expect that personality to come out of that creature. And definitely enjoyed charming the pants off of him and that Etten.
Yes, that was adorable, and I loved it too. All right, and my name.
Glamour magic came in handy.
My name is. I need to go make my link tree not have a jump link anymore. My name is Alex. Hello, I do things on the internet. Let me just turn off this jump link. Disable. Okay.
What is a jump link?
So basically, it's whenever Linktree makes it to where if you click my link, it automatically makes you go to my Twitch. So I have that on whenever I do this. So my name is Alex. I do D&D content creation on TikTok. That is thank you so much for subbing. Thank you. I appreciate. So I stream on Twitch. Listen, you better. I swear to fuck. I stream on Twitch 4 days a week, and it's gonna be 4 days a week. So help me Jesus, I'm going to move heaven and earth to make it 4 days a week. Thursdays we stream Final Fantasy 14 online for something called a Lurk and Work Day, which is a day where you gather your crocheting and your homework and your all of that stuff. And wait, is that from? I think that person's from. Oh, I couldn't tell if that emote was from Final Fantasy. You bring everything that you need to work on, and I stream for 4 hours, and you get some work done, and we body double. That's whenever you work with somebody in the same room and stuff, and it's really nice. And sometimes, and I don't expect anyone to talk during that time. I don't expect anyone to say. I mean, maybe say hi or throw the hello emote out there. But I don't expect anyone to do anything really substantial. All what I expect is just good vibes. Really, that's it. It is just a thing of good vibes. And then Fridays is this, or we do a vibe, which is basically we all sit around and talk about shit. I call it an interactive podcast because that's basically what it is. We just sit around and talk to each other and talk about everything. We've recently decided that a gelatinous cube is indeed not vegan because that has been a debate that has been going on for a year now. But because jellyfish are filed under on the animal family. in the kingdoms, they're filed in the animal kingdom. So they're technically animals, so they're technically not vegan. So gelatinous cubes are not vegan. So we discuss stuff like that. We also discuss like world building, and we talk about like what we did in our last session, which is what we'll do Sunday. Or we have this show every other week. Soon we will have, if Jack ever fucking, soon we will have Monster of the Week happening every other week. So Thursday is a lurk and work. Friday is a show. Sunday is an interactive podcast. Every single week, we just vibe, have a good time, talk, chill, hang out, watch stupid videos, go down millennial rabbit holes, that kind of thing. And then Mondays, we play Persona 5 Royal, which is my personal favorite video game, for another Lurk and Work stream. And then I post on Instagram, or I post on TikTok. I post on Instagram and Twitter, but I don't really do anything with those other than just post about my life. Consume, well, surely gelatinous cubes. Things can consume meat and still be vegan. Mushrooms consume meat, but they are still vegan.
Venus flytraps was my response.
Mm-hmm.
Venus flytraps.
I mean, I don't care whether or not gelatinous cubes count as vegan, as long as we can still call them dungeon Roombas.
Dungeon Roombas? Dungeon, I
like it.
Adore it. I adore it.
In my last campaign that I was DMing, one was in the bottom of a tower, and there was just a hole that everybody threw their trash in, and nobody knew, like, it was just where the trash went, the like kitchen scraps and stuff. And then later in the campaign, they ended up getting down inside the tower and found out that there was a gelatinous cube trapped there on a magic rune that kept it in place. That all the food scraps and stuff they dumped in there was just feeding it and keeping it alive, and it got rid of it all of it for them.
I can beat that. We were in an adventure in a wizard's tower, and they happened to stumble into the bathroom, and for some reason the player decided, "Can I look in the toilet?" I'm like, "Yeah." There's no bottom. I was like, "Yeah." It's because it was a bag of holding. Wizard used a bag of holding for his shit.
Yeah.
So what do you think the players did? They flipped it inside out, filling an entire wizard tower. Yeah.
500 pounds of shit.
They were knee deep in shit. The rest of the adventure was hilarious and very sticky.
Wow.
That was their own fault.
Do not like.
Do not want. No thanks.
Yeah, I did not consent to that. No.
Thanks, I hate it here.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Red.
That's funny.
Very much so. So yeah, that's our show. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
We did it.
After party over on my Twitch.
Yes, there's an after party over there. Please go follow this Twitter if you haven't already. This is the show Twitter. This is where I make, we have the holidays coming up. We have the holidays coming up, right? And so, like, a lot of us are going to be going in and out. I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to be going back to Texas. I just realized you guys might know. I'll ask in a second. I'm going to be traveling. I know other people are going to be traveling. And, of course, we have holidays coming up. Holidays is always difficult whenever it comes to D&D shows. So, to stay up to date on what the fuck is happening, go follow that Twitter. Because that's where I put shows, cancellations, or like missing people, or I also put polls. For the viewers to decide what happens in the show. So like the Nilbog liking it or hating it, the people that voted in the poll on Twitter actually got to decide that. So. Also, I don't post very often, so if you wanna, I really don't post often at all. I post maybe like once or twice a week. So if you wanna put on notifications so that you're not gonna get spammed. All right. I think we're good. Y'all have fun?
Yes,
absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's always a blast with you guys.
It was
Hell yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah, I'm glad it all worked out the way it did. I was really hoping that would work.
Yeah, no, whenever you did the charm, because like I was sitting here on my own, just being like, all right, so they got 67, it has to be 80. They've clearly not done enough. It's very obvious that they haven't done enough to like convince this Nilbog it's not enough. And like, if I just give it to them, they're gonna know that I just gave it to them, but also like they kind of like need this, so like, or else like they're also gonna be fighting a Nilbog, and that's a CR1 on top of all of this shit, and that's just gonna be a real big fucking problem. So then you were like, did my minute go off? And I was like, yes, your minute did go off. Yes.
I love it.
That's a freebie.
It's like, and
I would just like to point out, everyone gave Brick a hard time because he was eating other, meats. But that Nilbog had no problem devouring the eye of a Cyclops. Just keep that in mind.
I think it did have some problems after the fact.
Well, that was after the fact, to be fair.
Well, that's because it wasn't actually. But he didn't hesitate to eat it.
This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, also like a living embodiment of chaotic goblin energy. I don't know that that's a ringing endorsement. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah.
Hey, I feel like I had a can't shoot nothing joke there, but I lost it. I need to get it in my mouth. Is like,
yeah.
I know. I really need some water. All right. Yeah, DMing is extremely fun. I definitely recommend it. My TikTok is actually like full of DMing advice, and so is a lot of these people. So yeah, check that out. Okay.
That's how we roll.
Thank you to everyone who came out and supported us. It's really I don't know. It's kind of sad to see the numbers like slowly decrease, but the rate that we're decreasing at is like nothing compared to what other shows are. And I'm just like really, really proud of what we've put out there. And so I just want to say that like we see you and I appreciate you.
And we're just gonna keep sticking with it.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of how it goes. You're going to get, because D&D is such broad appeal that the game style we play may not be everybody's cup of tea. So you're going to get the people that are going to start watching it. Oh, this isn't combat heavy, and that's what I want. So, I'm gone. And so there's a lot of that will affect those numbers from the beginning compared to on. But it seems like I suspect we'll stay pretty steady between about where we're at for the rest of it. Because at this point, we're so far in that I don't imagine it's going to drop off too much more.
Yeah, which seems to be like in between 20 and 40. I don't know. So like everyone's numbers tonight are low. So we'll talk about it. All right. I love you guys.